live stream going. Okay, YouTube's up. Are we I've been messing with like a ton of audio settings. Can you guys, like, are we good? Just before like I get into it, are we good? I'll drink. You guys type. Yes. I don't see anybody complaining. Stuttering? It's not stuttering. If it's stuttering, that's on you, man. I think. I hope. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, that looks... Oh my god, that actually looks delicious. Let's go. Looking tough. What beer? Today we have... I don't even know where this is from, man. Like, I literally just looked at the can about 2 hours ago, and I was like, I want that. It's from Abstract Rep... Okay, that was that. It's definitely not too loud, but like, was that louder than normal? So, something's going on in my headphones. Like, that literally almost killed me. Louder? I know we're not allowed to say. If you guys are new here, you're not allowed to say that the Max Verstappen is too loud. Like, that's illegal. But dare I say that that was louder than normal? Yeah, I mean, it's literally peaking. I don't know what happened. Okay, that was... Okay. I'm not gonna turn it down, but I'm just... It's all good, man. It's all good. I am gonna turn that down a little bit. I feel like that was peaking. I don't know why, but I think we're good. Crank it up. Okay. Not loud enough. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, we got ourselves some Abstract Realm Paint Burst DDH. Dude, what could that possibly mean? I have no idea. A DDH Hazy IPA. Oh, from Dancing Gnome? Wait, that's not DDH though. But this is a collab between Abstract Realm, which I've never heard of, and Dancing Gnome, which is like one of the most popular breweries here in Pitt. Dude, I gotta stop yapping. I gotta try this. That's literally a top 3 beer of all time. You guys know how many beers I drink. Oh my god. Oh, that's absolutely delicious. Is he reading chat? Dude, come on, man. I literally don't do anything in these streams. I do 3 things. 4, if you count yapping. Yap, drink beer, build PCs, and read chat. I do nothing else. That's it, man. Of course. Of course I'm reading chat. Clip farming? You got me on that one. That would be number 5. Number 5 is clip farming, yes. Rage, I get rage bait. Yeah, I do get rage baited. Yep. Put that as number 6. I don't think it's anything else. Losing the game? That one didn't hurt quite as bad as it normally does. Because I lost the game, like you all just did, like 3 or 4 days ago. One of my videographers, who is under 25 years old, I asked him to edit a video. Speaking of clip farming, I asked him to edit a video about losing the game, and he's like, nah, man, nobody knows what that is. I was like, first off, go to Wikipedia, look it up. The other videographer, who's closer to 30, he was like, dude, everybody knows what the game, like, there's a whole thing, man. But I lost the game 3 or 4 days ago. So that one didn't burn as bad, but if you guys had a long streak going, I apologize. All right, let's read some of these donations. The Rebel with the Twitch Prime sub says, Zach is the best tech baddie. Appreciate that. That's the goal. Yolks with the 6-month resub says, congrats to previous PC winner. Yes, we found the winner. It was Nom Noms. I don't know if Nom Noms is here. Nom Noms is in almost every stream. Nom Noms was our backup winner. Bob Duck and Weave with the rate of 34 people. Let's go. Thank you very much, man. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. If you guys are coming back from that, or coming from that raid, I need a rating about your guys' vibe. How are we? I gotta know what type of people we're dealing with. Everybody, feel free to participate. Out of 10, how are we feeling? We're really like to gauge the audience here. I usually build PCs. Right now, we're drinking beer. I'll build a PC soon. Thank you for the raid, though, man. Appreciate that. Let's go. What GPU are you using today? An RX 9060 XT. But yeah, like I was saying, Nom Noms, he actually donated a lot of 10s. I see some 10s, some 9s. There we go. 3. Sorry to hear that. Nom Noms actually donated a GPU like 3 months ago for one of our PC giveaways. It was the white Intel Arc B580. He just gave it to me. He's like, hey man, do you want this? I just upgraded. I was like, yeah, like I'll make a giveaway PC out of it. And then 3 months later, he literally wins the next gaming PC giveaway. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, congrats to him. Dresco with the 2-month resub. Air Gaming with the 8-month Twitch Prime sub. Took another L. Sorry to hear that. With the 11-month. D-Man gifting out tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. Wootfest with the 14-month. Mr. Maddox Jones with the 300 biddy says, hey, let's go. Akira with the 57-month resub. My goodness. Bro, this guy does not read YouTube chat. Says, your boy. What kind of a name is that? Says your boy over on YouTube. Dude, I understand that this is slightly new, a slightly new concept called multi-streaming. I have the chats combined. I read them both, okay? Right now I'm just responding to the donations. And the resubs and the super chats. I gotta work my way through this, man. Come on now. Who won? Nom Noms won. He won the 5060 Ti PC giveaway. Now we're building the next PC giveaway. Power Pro with the 3-month. Mobile Suit. That was the first Max Verstappen. Gave out 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Appreciate that. Dino Bean. Twitch Primer. Kale with the 22-month. Appreciate that. Dwink. Twitch Primer. Numpty also with the Max Verstappen 1000 biddy says evening and sound is good. Appreciate it. Aerogression with the 3-month. Hurry, Twitch Prime. Death by Baking Soda. Bro fell for my rage bait, says your boy on YouTube. You got it. I'll give you a point. You got me. I don't understand why I keep falling for this. It makes no sense. 8 out of 10 rage bait. Yeah, that was a good one. You got me. All right. Bob Duck and Weave also with Twitch Prime side, man. Appreciate that. Stan Claypool with Twitch Primer. Yasha with another raid. Dr. Zoomer with the 44-month Twitch Prime resub. One Lucky Viking with the resub. Royal Fizz, Twitch Primer, and Papa J-Lan with the 4-month resub. VM Blackout with the $3 dono says, you gave me the drive to build my own PC, and it's amazing. Thank you so much. Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that. What type of beer are we drinking? This is a hazy IPA. It's called the Paint Burst. Beautiful can artwork here. 6.8%. I've been trying to stick under 6, but that's really hard to do in the craft beer world, but we're gonna send it today. This is completely delicious. I bet it's non-alcoholic. No, it's got a little kick to it. All right, but yeah, today on this episode of Thirsty Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be we're a little out of order. Usually when we do the drawing for a gaming PC giveaway like we did last week, I build the next giveaway PC, but last week I really wanted to build the sleeper PC. So we went out of order. You guys are already earning points if you type in ! giveaway and make sure you log in via Twitch. You are already earning points towards the PC that isn't even built yet. It's right over here. And you were earning points during the stream last week after we rolled the winners as well. So if you type in ! giveaway, that will take you over to here. Oops, wrong button. Oh, check out this. I got a new camera. We'll talk about that as well. That will take you over to here. See how we don't even have the picture because the PC is not built yet. But this is what we're building today. The Ryzen 5 9600X and an RX 9060 XT, the 16 gig, obviously. 995 people have entered so far. All the ways of winning are right over here. You just buy a ticket. It is a raffle style giveaway. That's all you gotta do, man. You pumped about the TJ Watt extension? Just saw the news. This is gonna sound bad, okay? TJ Watt absolutely deserves to be the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. I truly believe that. He definitely deserves $41 million a year. He is an absolute game wrecker. I was really hoping the Steelers weren't going to pay him that, though. Obviously, that number came from the Myles Garrett contract, where he got $40 million. So TJ Watt's like, bro, I want 41, because that's just how it works. But man, I hate to see us spending $41 million a year on one player. So it is what it is, man. He's got to get his money. Steelers don't want to let him go. You know, I was really hoping that we would somehow convince him to stay for like $30 million a year, but that was wishful thinking. Jesus Kid with the 1,000 biddies. Thank you very much, man. That's big time. Appreciate that. Why are you typing in ! bald spot already, man? Come on now. I didn't even get the... I'm not even using the overhead camera. Come on now. Stooge with the 2-month resub. Eli the Unusual with the 7-month. Schlang with the tier 1 sub. La Leylenda also with Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate that. Bladed Ghost with the 2-month. Says Thirsty Thursday. Perp Blunt. Probably shouldn't say that. With the $2 super chat says, bro, I'm a PC noob and your videos are super helpful. I'm glad to hear that, man. That's the whole reason we make them. Glad to hear that. SW1 and PFin with the Twitch Prime subs. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Okay, so this is the slight stream improvement. I don't know if you guys, for those of you that have been at Thirsty Thursday, we've been doing Thirsty Thursday, this PC building live stream where I drink beer and build a PC. For at least, we have a 57-month resub. For at least 57 months. Okay, a really long time. And I don't think... Here, I'll bust out the case real quick. This case I'm actually super excited to use. But we'll talk about that in just a minute. I don't think I have ever, in the history of Thirsty Thursday, been able to film me plugging in the motherboard connectors from the case to the motherboard, because it's always at this angle. I don't have a camera that can do it, you know? I always just say, like, all right, guys, I'm plugging in the USB 3.0. But that changes today. Because today, this camera right here can go from here. Watch this. Check this out. Oh. Back to me. Dude, this is the coolest thing I've ever bought my entire life. Look at that. Actually, if you guys want to see the beer, we can go to that too. Check this out. Oh my god. I got this little fancy remote here. Watch. Back to me. Dude, this is the... Oh my god. I literally already bought another one. Oh my god, I love this thing so much. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm gonna be using this remote and this camera all night. Okay, like this is it's so cool. It is the OBSBot Tail 2. You've probably seen a YouTube sponsorship by them. I paid for it with my own money, just for the record. It's this thing. Hold on, let me go back to here real quick. Watch this. This is what it is. I mean, not that. Okay, this website is I hate oh my god, I hate websites that do this. The infinite scroll thing. Oh my god, dude, okay, maybe don't buy it. Okay, this is it right here. This is a PTZ camera, so I have complete control over it. It is so cool, man. Look at that. So now, you guys will actually see me plug things in. Okay, that's it for show and tell today. That's all I got. What do you guys have for show and tell? Set of Mayo with the tier 1 resub. Lane with the tier 1. John with the 7-month says Eagles on. Dude, you're lucky that's a sub. Otherwise, that would be a ban. We don't talk about the Eagles here. $1,200 is crazy for a camera. I do agree that that is a lot of money. It's probably the cheapest camera that we've bought in a long time, though. Cameras are really expensive these days, man. Like our main camera that we use at the studio is a $2,000 camera. Like that, like they are not cheap. If you want the good quality, man, you got to pay top dollar for that. $1,200 for all this. Hold on. Put the camera back on me real quick. Like $1,200 for that is actually a really good deal. That's actually a super good deal. Actually, check out my beer. Look at that. It's reasonable question mark. I would consider that reasonable for what it does. Now, okay, let's just hold on. I know we might be split on that one. You know, us YouTubers sometimes have to invest a lot of money into gear. I'm gonna show you just one more thing, and then I promise we're gonna talk about the PC. Okay. All right, watch this. Hold on, put the camera back on me. Okay. Now this is what's insane about the $1,200 camera. I'm definitely gonna mess up all of these camera angles by doing this, but watch this. Hold on. I'm not done. Are you... Dude, this should be an ad, man. I'm doing this completely for free. Are you guys ready for this? Watch this. It's not plugged in. Is it still working? It's not plugged in at all. Dude, I need paid now. OBSBot, I need my sponsorship money. It That's insane. That is absolutely ridiculous. Look at this. That is crazy. It's got a battery built into it, and it automatically... This is a legit ad. I'm just so excited about it. And it will automatically reconnect from USB-C if you disconnect it to Wi-Fi. That's great. Dude, we need to clip that and send it to OBSBot and not post it. I'll say if you pay me some money or send me another camera, we'll post it. It's crazy. It's like that. I didn't know that this technology existed. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, but now I gotta plug everything back in. And I don't know if I remember how to do that. I think this goes here. And I think this goes here. I probably like jacked up all the... Yep, see? I don't know if you guys heard that, but it just reconnected. Hold on. Are we good now? Now... Oh my god. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, all right. Show and tell. Is that an Ethernet port? Yes, it is. It does have an Ethernet port on there as well. So you could potentially put those like anywhere in the ZTT HQ, connect them all up via Ethernet, and then like we could just do like a 24/7 Z. Dude, let's not jump ahead of ourselves, man. All that for $1,200 is actually good value. Insane. Okay. What's your thoughts on stop killing games? I don't know why I read that. I don't actually have a thought about that. I think the whole stop killing games and pirate software thing is like just legit fascinating. I usually do not get caught up in internet drama. Like I actively avoid watching internet drama. That one's got me hooked though, man. I've been watching that stuff. That's insane. Especially as somebody that used to, I used to watch pirate software a lot. Pretty sure a lot of us did. Yeah, it's wild, man. That's wild. Are people allowed to win PC multiple times in a row? We do not have anything that stops that from happening. The odds of that happening are just so low. I don't think the giveaway platform gives me the access to stop that. It would just be crazy if that happened. Chick with the Twitch Prime sub, Goofy with the Twitch Prime sub, Liam with the 5-month resub says, yo, Zach, when you gonna do something with your 5090? I did do something with my 5090. I properly put it on the shelf finally. It was literally sitting in my shoe bench. Hold on, I promise this is... We gotta go custom here. Look, that's my door. It was sitting right there. It was sitting in that shoe bench. I actually built this myself. Like custom woodworking, I did the whole thing. It was sitting there. It's finally on the proper inventory shelf. So at least we're making progress on that. I have not figured out what to do with it. I did figure out what we're gonna do with the sleeper PC though. I am gonna start live streaming from the ZTT HQ during the day because there are a bunch of people that can't tune in on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time because that's the only time I stream. I want to start streaming during the day at the ZTT HQ, and the sleeper PC is gonna be the streaming PC for those streams. So it'll be just like this one. Like when I'm sitting here, like you'll see the sleeper PC right there during all the streams, which I'm really excited about. Tony with the tier 1 sub. Oh my god. Milkman, what are you doing, man? Dude, Milkman, you literally did not show up during the last stream. I was ready for you. Milkman with the 25 gifted subs. And me with the proper sound alert for Milkman. Dude, I got you, man. I got you, man. Thank you very much for those 25 gifted subs. Dude, I waited all stream for you last week. You didn't show up, man. I'm gonna run that one back again just because Dude, you gotta imagine from my point of view, the 3-hour live stream, I was like, man, dude, I really hope Milkman shows up. Thank you, man. We missed you. I missed you. Thank you very much for those 25 gifted subs and the 6-month resub. I appreciate that, man. Sorry I missed it. It was a late work day. It's okay, man. It's okay. As long as you're okay with me using the sound effect a couple too many extra times. Oh, there's Nom Noms. The recent PC giveaway winner, Nom Noms, is here, ladies and gentlemen. We were just talking about you. Yosef with the 300 biddy says, I just got my first PC. What apps do I get? It's a good question, man. Steam, Battle.net, Epic Games Launcher, MSI Afterburner, Signal RGB, HW monitor, CPU Z, and that's all I got. What do you guys think? Chrome, yes, Chrome. Discord, correct. Anything else? VLC, that's a good call. VLC to play your videos. I like that. Maybe, what's it called? Wallpaper engine. So you can get like animated wallpapers. Like that. Spotify? I don't have Spotify, man. I know this is a super controversial take, but I have YouTube Music. I'm not saying YouTube Music is good by any means. All I'm saying is I've tried Spotify and I came to the conclusion that it was not worth paying that subscription when I already have YouTube Premium. I am paying for YouTube Premium, so I get YouTube Music along with that. I don't think YouTube Music is better. I honestly think YouTube Music is like the I don't even think they're using AI. Whatever technology that tells that like automatically goes to the next song, like that. There's no way that's even AI, because it's not even as good as bad AI. It's so bad. I'll be at the gym listening to nothing but like upbeat rap or rock music or hip hop, like hip hop, rap, or rock music. You know, it's a very bro, like typical gym playlist. And then like out of nowhere, it'll hit me with like one of my wife's Espanol songs that like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy them, but like I don't want to hear that at the gym. Like I don't need Despacito when I'm bench pressing, you know? Like it has absolutely no idea what I want to listen to. So it is what it is, but Spotify wasn't much better. None Yo Biz with the tier 1 sub, appreciate that. Liz Boss, also with Twitch Prime. Sam Gamer, Twitch Prime. Is your kid into PC building? I mean, they're not into PC building. They are 5 and 4 years old. But they have built PCs with me. Not from start to finish. They've helped me in various stages of PC building. But like, they're not into PC building. Like, they don't come home from school like, Dad, I want to build another PC. Right now, it's, Dad, I want to play Minecraft. What happened to your left forearm? I just have fat deposits. Sorry, this might be a little gross. It's literally just fat. Whenever I get lean, like I am now, this is lean for me, they show up way more. And I got random fat deposits on my arm. My dog has them as well. Griffin has 2 fat deposits. It's just a thing, man. Once you have fat deposits, my dog has the. It's definitely a dog thing for sure. But if you have fat deposits, you notice everyone else that has fat deposits. A lot of people have them on like around their calves, their lower legs. A lot of people have fat deposits. I don't think people notice it unless if you have them as well. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. I went to multiple doctors and like you can remove them, but then it's probably gonna leave a scar. It's like, do you want a scar and go through surgery, or do you want to just deal with it? And I'm like, dude, it's at least the conversation piece. DJ with the tier 1 2-month resub, appreciate that. Ed Yao also with Twitch Prime. Yosef with the 300 bit, he says, I play competitive Halo. Should I upgrade from my Razer Black Widow V3? It has a 1000 hertz polling rate. Dude, I do not know with the Black Widow V3 how it stacks up against the competition. Razor green mechanical switch. Yeah, you. I don't know anything about that keyboard, man, but yeah, sure. Maybe get. Hold on. Maybe get yourself one of these. Hold on, I'm not done. Mate, right there, dude. Don't be looking at my leg. Maybe one of these. This is a Wooting. This is the Optimum collab. You don't need to do that. Some type of Hall effect keyboard. If you're playing competitive, that could go a long way. Stain? Was that rage bait? I mean, I don't see any stains. I have an Aula. I love it. I got an Aula right here too. That's my backup keyboard. This is what I like. I wouldn't recommend going from the Black Widow to an Aula. But if you don't have a keyboard, or you're in the market for like a sub $70 keyboard, dude, I like the Aula, man. The Aula F75 Pro. I like that one a lot. Yosef with the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. Aula F75 is the king. I love it. I agree, man. There's some people that don't like it. Apparently, we don't need to get into that one. But apparently, it can be a fire hat. Like, it's a whole thing, man. It's a whole thing. There's a community out there where if you say you like the Aula, they attack you because they don't like the Aula. So it's I like it. I like it. Let's be clear. Are you BUI, building under the influence? That's the only way I build these days, to be honest. Yes. I've had it for 3 years. Yeah, we don't need to get it. There's like one video out there of like a engineer. I don't know if it's an engineer, a tinkerer, who like purposely tried to like overheat the circuit, the recharging board on the Aula F75, and it didn't pass the test or something. Whenever I was looking, I tried to find one case of the Aula F75 Pro catching on fire. Mr. Lagoon, yes. I tried to find a single case of the Aula F75 Pro catching on fire, and I couldn't. I don't think there's one public case of it catching on fire. But because of that video, it didn't pass the test or something. I don't know, man. Aula F75 is literally the only keyboard sold in my country for like $100. The rest are kind of bad. Anything is a fire hazard if you try hard enough. I agree. Build time? Are we ready to build? 42 minutes in. Are we good? Brandy Wine with the 12-month resub. Let's go. Thank you. Now rocking the full color ZTT badge. Appreciate that. Also, Darth with the $5 YouTube Super Chat says, bro, just got the Gravistar Mercury K1. The sound, the build quality is lit. Nice, man. I'm glad you're happy. No, talk for a full hour. I'm getting ready. What's the parts list? I haven't gone over the parts list yet. You guys want to do that? Thanks to all your YouTube shorts. Thank you for watching them. Hold on, make sure we don't have any important announcements today before we start building. Oh my God, we do have an important announcement. I hope you guys are all tracking all of the announcements about the monthly drops. You guys, are you guys aware of our monthly drops? On zttbuilds.com/drops. On the first of every month, you guys know we drop our PCs that we built for YouTube content, or they are like refurbished from our pre-built website. We sell them for literally at a loss. They are no longer Discord exclusive. I have sent out multiple announcements in Discord about this. Everybody should be up to speed, but just in case if you are not, They are no longer going to be Discord exclusive. So starting on August 1st, we're going to announce, we're going to launch them to the public. They're probably going to sell out instantly. But just a heads up, they are no longer Discord exclusive. And also, while we're here, real quick, I just got one more announcement. And that's only because this is weird. I know most of the people here watching are probably more interested in building a PC. But just in case if you want to go down the pre-built route, for the first time, I think in ZTT Builds history, we actually have 5 different models of pre-builts in stock, which is crazy, because we just hired a new employee that can crank out even more builds than initially anticipated. So we got a couple people now just able to crank out the builds. So we should have a higher inventory level moving forward. So those builds are in stock if anybody wants to go down the pre-built route. No judgment. All right, that's all I got. I wish you guys shipped overseas. Sorry. Maybe one day. You want another builder, question mark? Maybe one day. We'll see. I'm already kind of freaking out. This is right now, today, this is the most amount of builds that we've ever had in stock. And I've always, like, this has always been the goal. Like, because most of the time we upload a build, it sells, upload, sells, etc. Now that we have builds sitting in stock, it's like, okay, this is not something I expected. Now I'm kind of freaking out that we're not selling fast enough. So right now we don't need another builder, but hopefully we get past this. I just got a Meta PCs ad. There you go. You were the reason I got into PC hardware and building. Nice, man. Hopefully you're enjoying the new hobby. Where's the protein shake? I can't drink protein anymore. I don't know what's going on, but at my age, protein just doesn't digest well. So for the sake of all my family members, I do not drink protein shakes much at all. 1986 Ford with the $10 super chat says, how's my build template? Steel Legend 9070 XT, 7800 X3D, ASRock 8X870, Clev Crass, DDR5, Kingston Renegade 4TB, Cube 500, Kraken 280. What's the best white 9070 XT? That's not $1,100. I don't know if you can find one, man. As far as your build template, as you say, that's a really, really good build, man. I'm kind of jealous. I'll check 9070 XTs right now, but white ones are pretty hard to find. Oh, XFX Swift. Oh, that's everywhere. Oh, man, you got to buy this. Here you go. We got some XFX Swift white 9070 XTs for 800 bones. There you go, man. Best Buy. That was on Newegg as well. There you go, man. Good luck with the build. Steel Legend looks really good, but there is a cheaper white model right now. Solid, beautiful, yeah. This is a good looking GPU. I do like the Steel Legend though. That's what I bought for the sleeper PC. Richard with the Twitch Prime sub. Pack Scooby with a 4-month. Appreciate that. What is the minimum GPU you would use for 4K gaming? That's a great question. But it also depends on what type of 4K gaming you're talking about. If you're talking about like a 1440p GPU that you use DLSS or FSR to get you into 4K at better frame rates, then you can go a little bit lower. If you're talking about just like raw native 4K, which is probably what you're asking, I mean, obviously it depends on the game, the title, and whatnot. At a minimum, I mean, the 9070 XT can definitely do it. That's what I'm doing. I got my 9070 XT gaming in 4K. Maybe a 9070 can. That might be minimum for current gen. As far as NVIDIA goes, you know, I would say 5070 Ti minimum. 5080 for sure. And if you do want to include DLSS and FSR, then probably 9070 and 5070 Ti, maybe 57. I don't know. I don't know how well the 50, probably not the 5070. I could be wrong on that though. I don't know, man. I don't have 4K gaming cemented into my head. Most people are not trying to game in 4K. They're trying to game in 1440p. But that off the top of my head. Oh my god, good thing we didn't start building. What the secure, dude, I say that word wrong. Secura? Dude, I don't know. With the $50 dono. Everyone always makes fun of me when I say that word. Hi there. I'm building my own PC. I checked PC Part Picker to make sure all my components are compatible. I've been practicing on my pre-built old computers, even though I'm pretty confident. Is there anything I need to watch out for? With the $50 dono. My goodness. My advice has always been, you should watch as many PC building videos. Not like my video. My videos aren't step-by-step building. These live streams are. But like, watch step-by-step PC building videos, every step, and watch that until you're not worried about any one specific step. Like, if you've heard me talk about how much pressure the latch is on the AM5 CPUs, then that's enough research. You'll know to expect that you're gonna have to press down that latch super hard, and then it won't be a surprise. Just watch enough videos that nothing seems like it's gonna surprise you, and you should be good to go. I will say that if you're gonna try to cable manage, then expect it to take longer than you think it probably will. Because even when you see people like me who are not great at cable managing, when you see me do it, I have like the fundamentals of like where these cable routes should go, and it makes it look super quick, even though I'm not doing it that well, which you probably won't have those fundamentals. So cable management will probably take longer than you anticipate. But I mean, other than that, you should be good. He's speaking facts. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, good luck with the build, man. Thank you very much for the $50 dono. That's insane. Also, Thunderstrike with the 1000 biddy says, I just built my first gaming PC. It costs $460 with an RTX 2060 and Ryzen 5 5500. I like that. I also got a $170 MSI Tomahawk motherboard brand new for $100 and a free 32 gigabyte kit of RAM with it. I've also got a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD and a 550 watt MSI Mag Power. Dude, I love that build. I love that. $460 RTX 2060 and a 5500. I love that. Yeah, that is a fantastic sub $500 build. Good job. Sojai with the $10 super chat says only one for real this time. I bought 2 PCs today with an i7 5820K and a GTX 980, and another with an i5 4950 and a GT 730. Oh my god. I bought each for $200 and $200 and then $70 respectively. Have a good day, everyone. Nice. A $70 GT 730 build. I mean, that's still a pretty good deal, man. I have no idea what you're gonna do with an i5 4950 and GT 730 build. Now I'm kind of curious. What are you gonna do with that? But for $70, I mean, that still sounds pretty good. Time to Die with Twitch Prime sub for 8 months. The 76er also with the 2-month. Pack Scooby with a 500 biddy. Sorry, I missed that one. Appreciate that. All right, I think I'm ready to build, guys. We're at 53 minutes. Are you guys ready? I can already feel the beer kicking in, and it's not good. We got to make some progress here. I am in bed and a wolf just passed by my window. I almost pooped my pants. I'm not saying it wasn't a wolf, but a lot of people confuse wolves that are really just foxes. Is foxes a word? Or is it fox? I don't know. It could be a fox. So maybe go out and investigate. Don't do that. Please don't do that. KV with the 300 bit, he says, I want to do a micro ATX build for around $1,000. Should I build it now or resist the temptation and get it on the next sale day for better deals? Also, what's the best CPU and GPU combination you'd suggest for that budget? We just had Twitch Prime Day last week, and there is probably not another big sale day until Black Friday, right? Or no, the Labor Day. There might be, Labor Day sales are usually fake. The next real deals are not till Black Friday. If you need a PC now, foxes is a word? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't know why that was tripping me up. Anyway. I probably would not recommend waiting if you could use the PC. If you're trying to buy like a secondary project PC or something, then maybe wait. But like the amount of money you save on the deal days, your $1,000 build might get dropped down to 900. I'm not going to convince you to wait that long to save $100, but I don't know your situation. I would have fun with the PC personally. But for $1,000, I would shoot for a 9600X for sure. And you know, you can easily get a 16 gig 9060 XT in there. Easily. If you want to, yeah, that's probably what I would do. 9600X and a 9060 XT. You can easily do that for $1,000. Sojai with another $5 super chat says, okay, if you're curious, they both came, his only super chat, by the way, in old 2010 Silverstone cases, and I will upgrade the GT 730 to my GTX 780 Ti Founders Edition. Nice. Thank you, man. I appreciate the follow-up. Yeah, we have a, I'm sure some of you guys have noticed, we have Nightbot now automatically timing out people for various different things. Auto modding. I see it cracking down on people using caps. So just as a heads up. I'll talk to the real mods, the human mods, at the end of the stream to see if it was falsely modding or banning people. But we did add some we've always had auto modding, but we cranked up the features a little bit. That way they don't have to do so much work. Jack with the tier 1 sub, thank you. Guys, what's his website? ZTTbuilds.com is where you buy the pre-builds, or ZTTbuildhelp.com is where you get the free PC building help. All right, we're starting an ad right now. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and as soon as I get back, we're going to look at all the parts for this next giveaway PC, and then we're going to actually build it. But since it's an ad, I'm going to go pee real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I got some feedback on a couple things while I was up there. My wife said that she is also enjoying the beer. She was not going to drink beer, but my little sales pitch sold her on it, so she is now drinking as well. She said it's good, so I got some validation on that one. She said the auto modding is working for the most part, but it's a little funky. Yeah. It's not perfectly dialed in. So apologies for that. We'll fix it, or I will try to fix it. But I don't think it's gonna. It's been good 90%, says Doc. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what she said, which is weird. I don't know why it's not 100%. But we'll figure it out. I was just trying to cut down like how much the mods have to work. You know, if people just behaved and act civil, we wouldn't need auto mods. But why no drink photos review? You can post your drinks in that channel. I encourage it, but I'm only gonna whip out the iPad and review the drinks on the giveaway drawing nights. I used to do it every stream, but it's a lot. It's a lot. I already yapped too much. M2, the dude with the Twitch Prime sub. KV with the 300 bit, it says, yeah, you're probably right about the sale part. I'll get to getting stuff soon. Is it worth to spend $40 more and get the 5060 Ti instead of the 9060 XT? How much? $40 more? That's up to you, man. As long as you're talking about the 16 gig, probably 40. Yeah, probably. But definitely not the 8. Make sure it's a 16. Transsecura again. Sorry. With the $10 super chat says, thanks for the advice. You actually went over the major spots I'm not 100% confident about. I bought a Ryzen 9950 X3D and an ROG Strix AM5 motherboard, so I'll definitely keep your advice in mind. You're gonna feel it, man. So how much does the 9950 X3D cost? That's like an $800 CPU, isn't it? I don't even know. I don't shop at that price range. $650? Yeah. $650. So you're going to be holding a $650 CPU that you can't touch. Like, make sure your fingers don't warp around the bottom. You don't want to touch the metal contacts down there. And you're going to be holding this little $650 component. And you're going to put it in your motherboard. You're going to be shaking. Just put it in there gently. Do a little wiggle test to make sure that it's firmly in the socket. And then you're going to press down on that latch. And the amount of force that you have to press down on your $650 CPU, no matter how prepared you are, dude, it's not going to feel right, man. I'm just letting you know right now, man. It's not going to feel right. But I would piss myself. Yeah. It's holding the $650 I don't think I've ever done that before, so I can't relate, but I would imagine that's stressful, man. But good luck. Good luck with the build. All right, we're gonna build our own PC over here. Crin with Twitch Prime sub, appreciate it. All right, let's go. Here we go. This is the next giveaway PC, ladies and gentlemen. For our CPU, we are going a much more affordable compared to the 9950 X3D, a much more affordable option. We have the Ryzen 5 9600X. These were, did anybody here, type a 1 in chat, did anybody here buy these on Prime Day? These went down to $155. This very well might have been okay. Oh, a couple ones. I like it. Nice. That might have been the best deal on Twitch Prime Day. The entire Twitch Prime Day. Not Twitch Prime. Amazon Prime Day. Oh my God. That might have been the very best deal. out of the whole Prime Day. These were readily available. I don't think they ever went out of stock either. They were on sale. I saw on day 3 at least. So, that's crazy. They were 150 bucks. These are back up to like 198. I think I checked yesterday. Crazy deal. I mean, it's a good CPU for even 200 bucks, but 150 is just absolutely wild. KV with the 500 bit, he says, yeah, the PNY OC 16 gig 5060 Ti is 429. Yeah, that's right at MSRP, right? Wait, no, isn't that MSRP of the 8 gig? I got the chart up in my office, but I don't have it here. Yes, that is MSRP of the 16 gig. Yeah, that's right at MSRP. That's pretty good. Also, thank you for the advice. Been following you for a couple years in YouTube. Appreciate your videos. Thank you for watching them, man. That's under MSRP. No, that is right at MSRP. Which is really good. KK with the Twitch Prime sub says, I saw your new shorts and I'm having slight buyer's remorse over building a PC with the 7600X 2 months ago. Oh my God, please. Oh, I should make a video about that one, man. Please do not have buyer's remorse over 7600X. Oh man, I'm not trying to be dramatic. That is like worst case scenario for the result of you watching my content. I'm not kidding, man. I'm glad you said that because I need to remind people. I think we might be due for a anti-buyer's remorse video. The 7600X, man, is still a really, really good CPU. It is single-digit FPS slower than the 9600X. Okay, it is barely behind. Like nobody would upgrade. I shouldn't say nobody, but you shouldn't realistically even consider upgrading from a 7600X to a 9600X. Like, they are very, very close in performance. And you've been enjoying that 7600X for 2 months now. Please do not have buyer's remorse, man. There will always be deals that beat whatever you bought in the future. Always. But it's completely irrelevant data, you know, because you were enjoying that CPU for the last 2 months. Thank you for the reminder. I gotta make a video about that. Enjoy what you have, man. Mr. Light with the tier 1 resub for 11 months. Appreciate that. All right, here we go. For our motherboard, this is an MSI Pro B650M-P. I'm gonna be honest with you. Usually for the giveaway PCs, I'm liking to sweep up the spare parts that we had sitting in inventory. This is not a super high-end AM5 motherboard. Perfectly fine for a budget, affordable build. But this was one of those parts where it's like, okay, let's try to clear it off the shelves. So that's why we're using that. Same thing with the RAM. This is the PNY XLR8. This is a 32 gigabyte DDR5 kit. It's not pitch perfect specs. 6400 megahertz, which I love. CL36. Now remember, CL36 is still decent, but you want to be shooting for CL30. It is definitely not a deal breaker. Like, I wouldn't recommend upgrading from CL36 to CL30. But if you're buying new, then definitely strive for CL30. We did a sponsored integration a while ago, so that's why these were sitting on the shelves. Perfect for a build like this. We also have the Clev Crass yet again for like the 10th time on Thirsty Thursday. This is a 1 terabyte Gen 4 affordable SSD. I'm not gonna continue to say over and over again why I love that. For the power supply, this is an MSI Mag A650BE. Actually stepping it up a little bit. This is still a tier C power supply, which is fine for $1,000 builds or cheaper in my opinion. 650 watts, but the BE is semi-modular, as you can see here. As far as I know, it is the same as the BN, which is very popular for budget builds. But this is just the semi-modular version of that. Plugging into those semi-modular cables is this Asia Horse cable extension kit. Oh, we're bringing it back. Dude, I've used this like 10 times now. We're bringing back the ice blue Asia Horse. Oh man, it's gonna, oh man, it's gonna look so good. The Asia Horse 16 gauge ice blue cable extensions. I had to go with some sort of color scheme for a giveaway PC. So we'll be plugging those in. We also have an AIO. Montech sent this over for like a pre-roll ad, I think. I don't even remember why. But this is their new Hyperflow series. We've covered their Hyperflow AIOs that they launched just a short couple months ago. This is the Silent 240. Just a very clean, all black, 240 mil AIO. Should be perfect for our use case today. And Montech also sent over this case, which, like, I promise this is not sponsored. They just sent it. They're like, use it whenever. I'm like, okay, like, I can definitely make that happen. I didn't notice until right before the live stream. Dude, I promise I'm not being overdramatic for the second time. I really think that this could be the start of a new meta. Like, I'm not even kidding. We got the fish tanks. We got the wood grain. What this case has, I legitimately think could be a new meta. Okay. This is the Montech X5M. And what I'm talking about for the new meta... Hold on. It's kind of hard to see on camera. Carbon fiber. Look, it's not the whole case. It's only the bottom. It's carbon fiber. Dude, this camera is not doing this justice at all. Why have we not seen carbon fiber? Oh, there we go. Okay, I finally found the right angle. Look at that. I didn't mean to do that. I think I just unplugged the power. Could carbon fiber be the next meta? Like, I'm not kidding. I feel like it should be. That looks sick. Hold on, I got too excited. I knocked out the power adapter for my light. My bad. Hold on. Don't be looking at my bald spot, man. Oh, wow. I really messed up this whole contraption here. Hold on. I knocked the whole power outlet down. What am I doing, dude? I got excited about the carbon fiber over here. Hold on. Get some light back in here. All right, what are we thinking about the carbon fiber? Like, I didn't even know when they asked to send this. I didn't even know that this was a feature. I did not scroll this far down. Look at that, man. Carbon fiber is the new meta. Like, that looks so good. Oh, I love it. I want the whole panel to be carbon fiber, right? Needs a bit more carbon fiber. Dude, that's what I'm thinking. I think mine, that's actually sick. I think I'm actually like genuinely super excited about this, man. 59 bucks, not bad. So yeah, so this is the Montech XM5, which could like unintentionally be the star of tonight's Thirsty Thursday episode. Super budget, all black micro ATX with 4 pre-installed ARGB fans, and most notably, some carbon fiber action. I hope it doesn't suck, man. I hope it's good. I am not being paid for my review one way or another, so I can say what I want. I hope it doesn't suck. I am genuinely rooting for this case. Big case for micro ATX. I disagree. I think it's like the same size as most micro ATX cases. Why is it called A RGB? Addressable. A couple years ago, it was just RGB, and there were a lot of cases and case fans out there that were just RGB, and you couldn't actually change the colors. It would just be like that unicorn rainbow puke, like just spiraling all the different colors. A is addressable. So it uses the 3-pin ARGB connector, so you can actually just have complete control over the RGB colors. It used to actually be very annoying, because you would, like, whenever you were buying a case, you would have to hunt to see it. Oh yeah, and then there was the phase where it was DRGB. What was D? Was that just what was DRGB? DRGB was also just the rainbow puke. What was the word though? I can't remember what the word was. Yeah, that was a very annoying phase. Now, like, everything's ARGB and we're all good. Dynamic? No, it couldn't have been I wanted to say it was dedicated, but I was second guessing myself. DAT RGB? Maybe. Dynamic? Everyone's saying something different. Okay, maybe nobody knows. Literally everybody said something different. I don't know. But yeah, I think D RGB was also just the unicorn puke. D's not. Yep. Got that too. Nom, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, man. Digital? Was it digital? Okay, most people are saying digital. We're gonna have to chat GPT that one real quick. I don't trust that. What was the? I'm really gonna ask chat GPT what the D was. Dude, okay. What was the D in DRGB for PC case fans? Okay, it was digital. You guys are good. Ad, sorry. Oh wait, this says DRGB was also known as addressable RGB or ARGB. DRGB allows each individual LED in a fan strip or component to be controlled independently. Okay, so it was just RGB that was annoying. Sorry, that was a rabbit hole there. Joe Quinn with the tier 1 sub, appreciate that. Tribal with the 2-month resub. King with Twitch Prime sub. Brandon with the 300 biddies 4 months ago, appreciate that. Gray Suck with the 4-month Twitch Prime sub. Jack also gifted out tier 1 gifted sub. Thank you. Zabby also with the 300 biddies. I don't know why I missed all these. What was I doing? Yapping. And then Mr. Light with the 11-month. Shazier with the 300 biddies says, dude, I have a 2013 Dell Office PC that I just threw 16 gigs of RAM and an NVIDIA EVGA 1060. It actually runs pretty good and can play Teardown with good graphics smoothly. Teardown's actually pretty tough to run. Nice. Okay. All right. I think we're good. All right. So anyway, that was the case. That's all. All I was trying to do was show you the case. Oh, I can't show the graphics card during an ad. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait for the ad to show the graphics card. And then we're actually going to start building. Because now we're at 1 hour and 19 minutes and this is just getting obnoxious. Let's start building. First stream here. Yeah, we can tell. This is about the normal time it takes to start building, just so you guys know. The Lord of Awesome with the $6.90 donation. Thank you. Nice. Sup, Zach? Thanks for getting me into flipping PCs. I used some of the profits to buy a 1440p MSI QD OLED to finally become an OLED Chad. Thanks, dude. That's awesome, man. That is genuinely awesome. Using your profits to upgrade your own, dude. Like, oh, let's go, man. Let's go. That's awesome. Thank you for that donation. Okay, All right, ads over. All right, this is the GPU. Last component. We got the Power Color Hellhound RX 9060 XT. Of course, we got the 16 gig model. They actually sent this for our launch day coverage. We made a launch day video of the 9060 XT, and they sent this out to us. So that makes for a perfect giveaway PC. GOAT GPU for price to performance. I actually agree with that for this generation. Not actual GOAT, but like for this generation of all time. If you're tracking that one. The Hellhound 9060 XT, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, let me clear up some space here. Very clean. All black card. Super slim. Minimal side profile here. Pretty solid. I wish it had carbon fiber. Dude, if this had carbon fiber, that would be amazing. That looks tiny. It is. It's a very low height. Hold on. I have a reference card. Hold on. I can show you what it looks like. I have a reference. Speaking of the 5090. Okay, I have officially figured out what we're going to do with the 5090 from now on. We're going to use it as a reference to compare GPU sizes. Okay? Now think about, this is my, I'm 6'3". I got pretty large hands. Think about how big this is in real life. And think about how much space you think a 5090 would take for scale. Yes, 5090 for scale. Actually, it's not. I mean, it's pretty drastically different, but it doesn't look that crazy. It's pretty crazy. What's wild is the height, though. It's probably double the height, at least. That's the. Okay, now it looks like a baby. That looks absolutely obnoxious. This is a 5090 MSI Supreme. This is a Power Color 9060 XT. Slightly shorter. That's actually wild. That's obnoxious. We need a banana for scale. I don't have a banana, man. I can give you my little emulator Game Boy thing. I can give you a Logitech G304. I can also give you a almost empty glass of beer. That's about it, man. Those are... Oh, hold on. Hold on. More important than any of that. Floppy drive coaster for scale. There you go. Most of you probably have no idea how big this actually is, though, but... There you go. Is there a controller nearby? Do you actually need... Like, I thought we were kidding. Do you actually need a controller for scale? I do have a controller. There is a controller for scale. Now it's totally clear. Yeah. For those of you over 30, this should accurately represent... That should be the only scale that you actually need. Good old floppy drive right there. I got you. I got you. Okay, guys, come. That's enough, man. Can we actually build a PC today? Think about... Hey, I want you guys to put yourself in somebody else's shoes real quick. Think about the people that have never seen a Thirsty Thursday stream, and they actually tuned in when the stream started an hour and 24 minutes ago, and they're like, oh, sweet, I'm gonna watch this guy build a PC. That's me. I'm sorry, man. This is just what we do, man. This is what we do. They left already. That's valid. That's valid. There's a couple of them still here. Sorry, man. This is what we do on Thirsty Thursday. I appreciate you guys staying though, not being turned off by the ridiculous intro that we do for Thirsty Thursday. I am actually going to start building now. We have talked about all of the... What is the GPU? Dude, I'm not falling for that rage bait. No way. No way I'm falling for that rage bait. Alright. Let's actually start building. Here's our MSI Pro B650. We don't have to record a YouTube video, so we can go kind of quick on this one. I have been here for the past year and a half. Appreciate that, man. Are you live on Twitch? Yes. Yeah, if you want to participate in the giveaway, remember, if you were watching on Twitch right now, you are earning points towards the PC we are building right now. This is the next giveaway PC. All right. Warning, ingestion hazard. This product contains a button cell or coin battery. Good to know. Good to know. Appreciate the heads up. All right. Give me a little zoom action here. Let's get this 9600X installed. Oh, I need a knife. Hold on. I was not prepared. I have a feeling this is going to look slightly obnoxious if you are new. I have several LTT screwdrivers to choose from. I'm going translucent today, like we did last week. We will also need this one. And we will also need a knife and some zip tie cutters. We are good. I still have yet, speaking of stickers, I have still yet to figure out what to do with the sleeper PC sticker. I kept it though. I got it. This is the official sticker of the sleeper PC because we have failed to come up with a good spot to put that legendary sticker. I'm still debating on that one and still accepting ideas. Frame it? I don't think it's that. Not quite that worthy. Oh, look, another sticker. Soak the CPU in beer for good luck. It's not a bad idea. All right. Well, while we're talking about this, we might as well apply this one. Where did we start the Ryzen 9000 series? I've been slacking hard, man. I have not been applying these stickers for the new builds. We'll put this next to these, I guess. I've been slacking big time. There we go. 5777. That's OCD friendly, right? You guys are okay with that? Okay. Mint Berry with Twitch Prime sub. Trench Killer with Twitch Prime. Chris Gamer with the 300 biddy says, hi, Zach. I finished building that PC that I asked about the motherboard weeks ago. I have the Sapphire Pulse 9060 XT. Also, my PC repair guy actually complimented my work on building it. Thanks for all you do. Nice, man. Thank you for the 300 biddies. Glad to hear it. Yeah, Y1 with the Twitch Prime sub. JF5 with Twitch Primer. And Gulig with the super chat says, hello, is there any issues with buying PC components over time as you find them on sale? As long as they are all compatible? Other than like being mentally painful, I don't know about you guys, but like just seeing PC components like in their boxes that I can't build with, like maybe that's just the super nerd talking, but like that's painful, man. Like, if I see PC parts, I want to build with them. But other than that, no. I think you're fine. That was my plan that lasted a month. Yeah. It's probably going to force you to buy. Numpty with another 1,000 biddies says, how much would you pay for a used 7900 XT Sapphire Pulse? I am not tracking used previous gen high-end GPU prices. I have no idea, man. What were I don't know. I have no idea. That's a lot of biddies. I'll help you. That's tough because you're going to be comparing it against a 9070 new. Yeah, I do not know. RX 7900 XT. I'm seeing them on eBay for readily available at $600. Readily available at $600. So ideally less than that. That's about all I can give you, man. Sorry. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies. That price is not stored in my head. How often do you lift? 4 days on, 1 day off. Usually. Bajan with Twitch Prime and Bitman also with Twitch Prime. Dad with a $3 dono says, getting my first PC at 16. I got a 1070 for 100, and I only need a CPU motherboard. I will get a Ryzen 5 5600 new from Amazon. I know the GPU is kind of old, but I will save up for an RX 6600. What do you think? If I get some advice, it would be amazing. If you already have a 1070, I think your next upgrade, you should wait until it's a little bit bigger than an RX 6600. If you go to zttbuildhelp.com and click on the GPU comparison charts, let's go over to 1440p over here. You can see that your 1070 is right. I don't know how well you can see my cursor. The 1070 is right here. You know, the RX 6600 is just barely above the 1070. You do you, but I am never a fan of incremental GPU upgrades. If you're gonna buy another GPU, I would rather it be drastic. So my advice would be not to do that and to enjoy the 1070. The 1070 can still play, you know, most games in 1080p. But you do you, man. Thank you for the $3 dono. Okay, all right, guys. We got to build here, man. We're at an hour 33 now without the CPU installed. My goodness. Okay, here we go. We got our 9600X. I like to, quick little tip, unintentionally. I like to flip it upside down. That way it's easier to grab like that. Otherwise, you kind of have to like dig in the plastic there, and then that's when your fingers can overlap on the contacts. Not an absolute deal breaker, but gonna set that CPU in there, give it a little bit of a... This is where I do actually recommend a wiggle test. Just making sure that CPU is not going anywhere. That's how you know that it's firmly in the socket there. Gonna close that, latch down this. Hold on. We have way better camera angles for this latch action. Gonna latch that down. Bam! That feels incredibly uncomfortable. And then that comes off. Then we're good to go. Boom. CPU's installed. Now we're gonna take our RAM. We got this PNY XLR8 kit. Gonna install that in slot 2. This way. No, this way. Oh my god. Into slot 2. Make sure it clicks down on both sides. And also slot 4. Click down. Boom. We got some RAM wiggle. Oh. That's a little loose. Specifically slot numero cuatro. That's a little bit looser than it should be. We are using a very budget motherboard though, mind you. But yeah, slot number 4 is feeling a little loose over there, but no worries. We're gonna keep on going here. Now we got our Clev Crass C910. Again, for the 1,000,000th time, this is the reason I like it, because it comes with the heat shield uninstalled. Our motherboard does not have a heatsink. So this is an example where we do want to use it. And what's really cool about it not being installed is we can install it however we want. So we want it this direction. We want to make sure that the Clev, we're actually installing it not the right way. So see this little half circle here? That would typically be on this side of the SSD, but that would result in an upside down SSD. It would look like this, and that would be just absolutely obnoxious. So we're going to install it the way that we want to install it, because it came uninstalled. Now we can install it this way. The circle looks a little weird, but nobody's going to notice that. But now at least our lettering is up, because aesthetics over everything. And I forgot to get a standoff. We need a standoff. That is why I love that SSD so much. Does that all make sense? Is everybody tracking that? It's also ever so slightly tilted. Yeah, that's out of my control, man. That's the beer. Yapping about the Clev Crass again. Can you believe that I have never talked to anybody at Clev before in my life? You would think I have at least some sort of sponsorship, equity, some sort of relationship going. I don't know a single person at Clev, man. I don't think Clev knows who ZTT is. They probably have no idea. Ad? Sorry, guys. We can't wait for the ad. This is going to be one of those times where you get the exclusive content if you guys are not watching ads. Sorry, we can't wait. We got to keep this build going. All right, gonna latch that down. Clev is installed. Now we got to get our AIO out. This I have never installed before. We are definitely going to bust out the manual for this one. I love Zach's exclusive content. Thank you, man. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. What ads? Question mark? Good question. I wouldn't know. Perfect. Instructions right there, right off the bat. Not digital. Absolutely love that. Montech, we're off to a good start. Oh, and the fans are pre-installed? Let's go. All right, Montech. Let's see what you can do here. This is a very strong start, at least on my very unofficial review scale. Looking good so far. I enjoy my Montech AIO. Yeah, they've come out with some good ones recently. This whole new lineup of AIOs has been pretty solid. Zach, I love your YouTube shorts. Thank you, man. Thank you for watching them. All right, we'll put that on there. All right, where's my instructions? I need some AMD action here. Oh, no backplate. Don't love that. Wait. Oh, no, there is a backplate. Okay, never mind. We are using the backplate. white side down. Oh boy. All right, hold on, Montec. Hopefully this is easy. I need the AM5. Yeah, there we go. Gray. Perfect. All right. Yeah, this is looking good. We got that. We're going to need that. And I think that's it. Oh, wait. Hold on. We might... Yeah, we're probably going to need something from there. Opinion on Horner getting sacked from Red Bull? I don't know... Remember, I am a new Formula 1 fan. I just started following Formula 1 last year. I do not know, like, all of the intricate details about team principles and all that. I mean, I know about the, like, harassment scandal that he had last year and whatnot. I know everything that Drive to Survive taught me. But other than that, like, I don't know. I know Red Bull is really struggling. With their car specifically. I don't know if firing the team principal is going to instantly make the car better. But it was just wild. Yeah. I mean, he was the longest standing team principal. Multiple championships. And they just fired him. That's pretty crazy, but professional sports is it can be ruthless. Okay, we got that. I think that's all we got to do right now. Is the backplate usually coming from the motherboard pack or the case pack? The backplate comes with your motherboard. It comes attached. I just took off those plastic bridges that were here, that were attached to the motherboard, and then I installed these screws that came with the AIO, and those screws went into the backplate. This is actually a pretty unique all metal backplate. It oftentimes does not look like that. And then we're gonna need this little attachment for this AIO to switch it from Intel to AM4. And that's gonna slide in like that. And now these holes are in the perfect position for that, but we can't do that yet because we'll wait till we get the case installed. So I'm gonna set that down in a position that hopefully does not mess up the thermal paste. Hopefully. There we go. And then we will keep these for later, and I think this is all we're gonna need to install the AIO. We should have everything else. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Are we all tracking? Sir Scary with the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate that. Night PCs, give down a tier 1 gifted sub. BRBR with the tier 1. F-Dub with the Twitch Prime for 8 months says, what AM4 CPU would you recommend for a budget upgrade from a 3600X? I would say 5600 absolute minimum. If you want some extra cores and threads, go 5700, 5700X. I don't know if the 5700X 3Ds are... The last time I was looking for them, they weren't in stock. But on a budget, I mean, 5600 would be the absolute minimum coming from a 3600X. Are you a fan of the 5600? Yeah, I love the 5600. Such a good price to performance CPU. And has been for like half a decade. Dragon King Beast with Twitch Prime. Traditions also. Gaming Pro Bro. King Butt. Not gonna read the rest of that name. With Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Supernova with the $2 super chat. Thank you. What's your personal GPU? I got a 9070 XT over there. Or behind me, I should say. What's a good cheap capture card? Crazy that you asked that. I don't know the cheap ones, to be honest. I've had the Cam Link for years now, which is, they got to be overpriced. I don't understand why a capture card costs that amount of money, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what goes into it. The Cam Link 4K has been like $90 for years now, but I hate the Cam Link because it's like that USB thumb drive style, and anybody that's owned a Cam Link for multiple years has bent that at some point, and mine broke. It's been like do you guys remember when we got like the Homer Simpson camera going on where like my video was getting all distorted and whatnot? It actually just broke officially like an hour before the stream, and thankfully for the streaming PC in the office, I bought some of these, and these are new. These are the AverMedia Cam Stream 4Ks. They're not cheap. These are like $110, I think. Thankfully, I bought them though, and they just got here today. I literally went from my front porch to pick this up and then installed it in the streaming PC right now. And that's what this camera is right now. We're using this right now. And I mean, so far so good. This is not the thumb drive style. It's just like a box that you plug in HDMI, you plug in USB-C, and it's good to go. So far, it's great, but the 4K ones are expensive. I don't know the cheap 4K ones. It was $110, which is not cheap at all for a capture card. Could you look at my PC part picker list? Sorry, we have a strict no PC part picker rule for Thirsty Thursday. All right, so with the AIO prepped and ready to go, our motherboard is now good to go because we're not going to install the AIO just yet. So this is our MSI Pro B650M-P. We got the Ryzen 5 9600X installed. We got 32 gigs of PNY XLR8 DDR5 RAM. And we got the 1 terabyte Clev Crass C910. Our micro ATX motherboard is prepped and ready to go. So now we can get out our power supply and start prepping this. Again, this is the Tier C MSI Mag A650BE. Just as a quick reminder, if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about when I say Tier C, go to, real quickly. Oh, hold on. I got to change that camera angle big time. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Go to zttbuildhelp.com and then scroll down to this PSU tier list. This is the new and improved PSU tier list that people way smarter than me wrote. And you go to this main list here, and it shows you all of the model names. And just look at this tier column, and you want a tier A, B, or C. If it's a $1,000 build or less, in my opinion, I think tier C is fine. Anything more than that should definitely be tier B or tier A. If you're interested in the criteria, it is all like super nerdy stuff that like I am not smart enough to comprehend. But this is the tiering criteria. That's all on zttbuildhelp.com, totally for free. Painful with the 41 or 54 month tier 2 resub. Thank you, ma'am. Too many numbers? Yeah, that's why I just look at the letter. No numbers for me. I just need the tier letter. This is a semi-modular power supply, which we do not use too often. Unfortunately, semi-modular power supplies are not nearly as popular as they should be. And if you're not tracking, semi-modular is this, where the 24 pin and the 4+4 for the CPU, those are permanently attached. You cannot get rid of those. But every other additional cable is modular, and you can plug in whatever you need. This is the sweet spot, because your PC is definitely going to need those two. They don't have to be modular. And then you can just plug in whatever you need. For us, we just need two 6+2s, and we're good to go. Oh, wow. There's no double 6+2. It's only the singles. That's interesting. I haven't seen that in a while. All right, there we go. Semi-modular is meta. I agree, but power supply manufacturers just don't prioritize it. Like, most manufacturers are not even building a semi-modular power supply right now. It's either modular or not modular, which is unfortunate. If you guys are asking questions about the giveaway, type in !giveaway. That'll take you to the website, which is where you will probably be able to figure out how the giveaway works. But if you can't figure it out, then you can also type in !giveaway help. And that will take you to a quick YouTube video that fully explains how these streaming giveaways work. We are currently building the next giveaway PC. We just raffled off the giveaway from the last phase last week. So now we are building the next PC that people will start to earn points for by watching the stream for free. It is a worldwide giveaway, per usual, but I will only pay to ship it somewhere in the United States. So if you win internationally, it's up to you if you want to pay for shipping or not. That's why we roll backup winners. Just in case if they don't want to do that. But I can only be on the hook for shipping it to the United States. Sorry. Cheers from Turkey. Adi with the Twitch Prime sub. Master Huda with the 6-month. Steven with the 7-month resub. Appreciate that. Are you using cable extensions for this build? Yes. We are using beautiful Asia Horse 16 gauge extensions here. These are like a signature for ZTT builds, to be honest. Oh, we only need a single. Oh, wow. I was wrong. I'm going to unplug this. We only need a single 6+2 for the power supply. I don't know why I was thinking double. That's that right there. And then the 4+4. There we go. And then I'm just going to get out the correct amount of combs so I can put those all away. We need those for the CPU. I like to use 4 of these for the GPU. And then we'll need 2 of these big ones for the 24 pin cable. So that's how many cable combs we got to do real quick. And the reason, does anybody know why I went with this color for today's build? Anybody know why we're actually going with light blue? There is a super specific reason why we're doing that. Who knows? Commenter guys got it. The Hellhound. Not that you can see it, but Hellhound is like notorious for being light blue. A lot of their GPUs will come with only light blue RGB. This one does not. This is like the more affordable, just all black version. But this is literally the only reason, which you're not even going to be able to see. But that's it. That's how I came up with the color scheme. A lot of the Hellhound cards have light blue, and they actually recently started to add purple. Like you can pick between blue and purple. But Hellhound is just, I don't know. When I think of Hellhound GPUs, I think of this light blue here. Big Papa Zach, you missed my sub. Can you read it? Says, I like kiwis. Oh, my bad. I like kiwis. With a 4-month resub. I'm pretty sure I told you last time you subbed that I also enjoy kiwis. Big Papa Zach, do you know if Micro Center will sub out the motherboard in the bundles? Because I want to build ITX. I doubt it. I have never attempted to do that. So I can't speak with absolute confidence, but I doubt that they would do that. Usually when a company is doing a combo deal, it's very strategic. So they can like offload certain motherboards or certain components, whatever it is. I highly doubt that they would just let you like willy-nilly swap them out. I could be wrong though. I have never tried to do that. Okay, this is what the 24 pin looks. This is the difference between messy, uncable combed versus very neat and cable combed right there. We're gonna do that for the 24 or the 4+4 as well. Has anybody ever tried to swap out the motherboard in a Micro Center CPU motherboard combo deal? This PC will be fresh AF. That's the goal, man. That is the goal. Trying to flip PCs, any advice? Sorry, let me rephrase that. If you are just starting flipping, my #1 recommendation has always been, and probably always will be, cater your first few builds, or every build, to the biggest audience possible. There is a drastic difference in the types of parts and builds that people like us are interested in. Like, if you're watching Thirsty Thursday at 10 o'clock at night, me building a PC, you are probably not interested in buying a pre-build. More than likely not. But the way bigger majority of people, they want some RGB action. They want an NVIDIA GPU for sure. And they want parts that are very recognizable, and when they type them into YouTube, people aren't slamming them. So, if you're gonna start flipping, use meta flipping parts. Our enthusiast community may not agree with some of those part choices, but that is where the majority of your pre-built audience is coming from. Does RGB give more FPS? Yes, absolutely. That's why you have to sell it. Trey Monkey with Twitch Prime sub. A Titanic on with the 300 biddies says, I'm going to be getting the Micro Center exclusive CPU in a Mobo bundle paired with the 9060 XT 16 gig or gigabyte and a thermal. Dude, I don't know what you're saying. I'm upgrading from a Ryzen 5 7600X paired with the 6600 and a broken motherboard that still works, held together by hopes and dreams. And I'm getting all of this tomorrow night. Dude, you lost me on that one, but congrats, man. Nice. I'm glad you were upgrading your motherboard that doesn't work, and you were upgrading from a 6600 to a 9060 XT. Nice. Night PCs with the tier 1 resub. Hey Zach, I'm a student and I want to build a nice PC for 1440p and decent FPS. I found a ROG Strix 4070 Ti for $450 after taxes. I mean, that's a good deal for a 4070 Ti. If you're okay buying previous generation. That still is a good deal. Thank you for those biddies. That will allow you to play 1440p, yes. True Pro with Twitch Prime sub. Thank you. And Killed by Bread with the Twitch Prime sub. Yikes. All right. Our cables are now combed successfully. Now we can plug in these extensions like that. Like that. And like that. Now our power supply is fully prepped and ready to go. So at this point, our motherboard is prepped, our AIO is prepped, and now the power supply is prepped. So it's time to get out the case. If you guys missed, dude, we were talking about this 2 hours ago at this point. My God. This is the brand new Montech X5M. They actually did send this over. Not a sponsorship or anything. They're just like, you can use it whenever. I was like, okay, I got you. And so far, if you guys missed the intro, I genuinely think that this has the potential to be a new meta. Not only is this just a $60, really affordable micro ATX case with 4 pre-installed ARGB fans, it has carbon fiber on the bottom. And now that I see, it's really hard to get this on camera. Now that I see this in real, look at this carbon fiber. Now that I see this in real life, I don't know how to say this, man. Like, I know it's gonna sound like a shill, and it's like, he got sent this free part, so he saw it. Like, I genuinely think that carbon fiber could become the next meta. It almost doesn't make sense why we haven't seen carbon fiber until now. This looks absolutely incredible. I am in love with, I would have preferred this carbon fiber to be the whole thing. I legitimately think it looks sick. Carbon fiber makes the PC faster. I agree. We're getting at least 30 extra FPS with that. All right, here's what the back of the Montech X5M looks like. Here is where we are seeing that it is a budget case. For sure, wow. This is not amazing to see. There is almost no help for cable management here. We have 2 Velcros, which is appreciated. There is a single, oh my God, that's bad. There is a single zip tie down right here. And there's one over here. And one down here, which that doesn't really help. None going along here. That one will help a little bit. Not a lot of room for cable management, but this is what you expect with a $60 case. Nothing over here for cable management. So we're definitely going to have our work cut out for us on this one in terms of cable management. But I have a feeling the end product will still look very good, but we will find out. How often does Zach live stream? Every Thursday, but we are actually going to increase that soon. I'm going to start live streaming from, I forgot the IO. I'm actually going to start live streaming from the studio. If you don't know, this is my basement. Thirsty Thursday is streamed from my basement because I'm drinking. But I will be streaming from the studio in the near future. I've been buying a bunch of camera gear and streaming gear, so we have the ability to do that. And I think in the near future, not right away, I think in the near future, I am actually going to have an employee or 2 join me on some of the live streams. Not like a regular every single time type thing. But it would be fun to have some other people on the live stream, especially if we're building a PC. So I'm excited about that. You guys can see some other people other than me. I want to see Grex. Unfortunately, Grex is not an employee. I would absolutely love if he was. I have unsuccessfully convinced him to move to Pittsburgh. He seems pretty content where he's at. Any of the mod, I think I've asked every single mod multiple times to move to Pittsburgh to be a PC builder for ZTT. They have all declined. It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. Brian with the $2 super chat says, Zach, 3080 LHR 12GB non-TI version or 5070 FE 5070. Talking together would be entertaining. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to introduce other people in ZTT. You know, maybe build up some, like a character profile of who else works here. I think it should be good. Painful says, once the private jet is fixed, I can help on weekends. Yeah, the ZTT private jet has been having some issues, if you will. So, okay. Once that's fixed, Painful can help me. Help build a few on the weekends. Oh, no. Oh, no. My finger is stuck in the I/O. We almost got some blood on that one, man. That would have been bad. All right. There we go. Those screws are lined up. Let's start installing this. Release the ZTT files? I don't even know what that means, man. As a solid guest, please bring the good boy. Oh, man. Oh, I didn't even talk about him, dude. I don't know why I got rid of that. The good boy is... I mean, he's a good boy, but he's been having some rough couple days, man. Hold on. Let me show you a picture of the good boy. Oh, man. He's nowhere near the live stream tonight. Hold on. Let me get you a picture of the good boy real quick. An updated picture of him. Oh, man. This is my dog Griffin, aka the good boy. The good boy is unfortunately rocking the cone of shame life right now. Oh, man, it's so sad. Oh, man. Poor Griffin. He hates that cone. Oh, my God. He hates it so much. He scratched his cornea on his eye, and he's making it worse. He's been, like, pawing at it and whatnot. We had ointment drops going for him last week without the cone. And when we took him to the follow-up appointment last week, or the beginning of this week, they said it got worse because he was just pawing at it. So now poor Griffin he's got to rock the cone of shame for at least a week. That way his eye heals up. He's not enjoying this at all. He like walks around squinting all day. He's just like covering his eye. And now I'm putting like this, it's almost like a paste on his eye 3 times a day. Oh man, it's rough. Yeah, poor Griffin. He will be an extra good boy with a comb. I mean, he is behaved. Like he's like trying to paw. He's trying to paw his eye, and he's trying to paw off the comb. We mistakenly did not put the cone on tight enough the first day, and he successfully got it off. So now he thinks that he can continuously get it off, but it's definitely too tight now. It's not going to happen. But he thinks there's still a chance. So he's been trying to swat it off, but I mean, he's still a good boy. Okay, I am out of those screws. I hope that Montech gave us some motherboard screws to use, because I am out of my own supply here. I hope he gets better soon. Thank you. I'm sure he will. He has a huge scratch on his eye, though. They put like these drops in his eye that like turns his eye green. That way they can see scratches with like a black light. So they showed the scratches to me, and I mean I don't know. We don't know if he scratched himself or if like an animal in the backyard scratched him. But he has a huge scratch on his eye. It like covers the whole eye. It is a ridiculously large scratch, and it looks very painful. But hopefully that clears up after the cone of shame. All right, I'm just trying to grab a couple of these screws. I don't know how many I need. That should be enough. Gung Ho with Twitch Prime sub for 11 months. Thank you. Blocky with the Twitch Prime sub as well. Thank you. Is that your dog or kid? I just came at my dog. My kid is not wearing the cone of shame. Just my dog. Oh no. Just my dog, man. Thank you for the concern, though. I'm watching this on my brand new PC I built. Thanks for all of your tips. Thank you for watching my videos, man. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I hear a lot of commotion going on in the upstairs. So as a dad, I gotta go check it out, man. Like it sounds like someone's wrestling up there and the kids have been asleep for like 3 hours. So I will be right back. Okay, so insane irony on that one. The the wrestling sound I heard upstairs was in fact the good boy. My wife was about to put the ointments in, and he was making some noise up there, but all good. All good. I'm gonna pour beer numero dos before we continue this build. All good. A good boy has been good. He's been good, man. He's been good. WTJ? Yeah, TJ Watt got the big money today. Have you figured out the PC situation for your kids? Things are not going as planned. I'll put it that way. You know, at some point I'm gonna properly sit down and build a PC from start to finish with them. Like they've helped me build multiple PCs before. But I want them to go through the process of the whole thing and for their own build. That we haven't done yet. But like 2 months ago when my 5-year-old came home and said he wants to start playing Minecraft, I was like, dude, I got a PC ready for you, man. Like I was ready to go. I had a 4080 Super build that was sitting right underneath this desk, actually. I was like, let's fire it up. So the whole concept of like giving him a budget, like he's still too young. He has no idea how spoiled starting with the 4080 Super is. Well, at some point I'll retract that, and then we'll do it prop. Dude, I don't know, man. He caught me at the wrong time. I was just too excited. It is not going to plan at all. 4080 Super for Minecraft is crazy. He also plays Lego Fortnite. He likes Lego Fortnite and Spider-Man. That's his trifecta of games right now. But ever since he started playing Minecraft, he hasn't played a single other game. He is all about Minecraft. Just spoil your kids? What's anyone gonna say? I am less worried about what people say if I spoil my kids and more worried about what are the long-term impacts if I spoil my kids. Okay. Did I finish? No, I did not finish the motherboard screws. Were they wrestling? No, it was Griffin. He was upstairs because he had to get the eye drops that we were just talking about. Have your kids seen the Minecraft movie? My 5-year-old has. I don't know if my 3-year-old did. I know there was a part in the movie that my wife didn't want them to watch. But other than that, yeah, my 5-year-old loves it. I have not seen it though. He was watching on our latest road trip. Chicken jockey? Question mark? I don't know the backstory behind the chicken jockey. I don't know anything about that. But what I do know is he runs around the house screaming chicken jockey. So whatever that means. No, he watched that part. No idea what that is though. What sort of dog is Griffin? He is a half lab, half husky. You can't really see in this picture. But his mom was a Siberian husky, and his dad was a black lab. So he has a lot of husky markings that are like dark brown, which again, you can't see. He also has like the white tip paws, and he's got like husky markings, and he cries like a husky, but he mostly looks like a black lab. And he definitely sheds like a husky. He has hair like a black lab, but he sheds like a husky. Let's go. TJ with the $10 super chat says, I already have my PC with a 14700K 5070 Ti, but your vids are always great. Glad I subscribed. Thank you, TJ. Appreciate that, man. That is a pretty good build. We just brushed our husky and it was insane. Yeah. Griffin, he's got like that black outer layer hair. It's like that sharp black lab hair. But when he sheds that like really fluffy gray hair that looks like a husky ball of hair. It's Mess with the Twitch Prime resub, thank you. Lane with the 300 biddies says, do the giveaway points reset for the next giveaway or do they stay? We always reset them. We've done, this is our 13th streaming giveaway. So that's been over the course of like, what, 18 months or so? If people were stacking up points for 18 months, the new people would have no chance of winning. So after we pick the winners, every time we draw a giveaway, yeah, we reset the points. I don't think it would be fair to be able to stack up all that points, man. Imagine when we're doing this like 3 years from now. Yeah, there's pros and cons to doing it, obviously. But I think it'd be unfair to not reset it. But yeah, we reset the points last week because we picked the winner last week for the last one. Is that the Montec XM5? Yeah. But is that what it's called? It's not XM5, it's X5M. But yes. That Lucario build looks sick. Thank you. I'm about to change it. It's been Lucario for a while. These are 3D printed GPU panels. I want to swap them out and then change the color scheme. Probably change the color extensions, the white cable extensions as well. I want to just do an aesthetic uplift. I just haven't found the time to do that yet. All right, now let's start plugging in some of these case cables. This is gonna be bad, man. This is a lot of cable management tonight. And we are 2.5 hours into the stream already, and we are not making good progress at all. Are those 3D prints PLA? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's been holding up just fine. You definitely... I had every intention of printing with PLA first, because it took a long time to dial in the print settings to get it just right. I had every intention of doing that first, and then printing with something better. At least, like PETG. But the PLA has been holding up just fine, so I haven't changed it. It's been perfectly fine. Do red and white accents, get red and white extensions, and keep on the GPU panels while the white one, while the RGBs are red. I think that's what you said. That wouldn't be bad. Red RGBs usually do not look good, in my opinion. Red is a really hard color to get right. A lot of RGB manufacturers mess up red. It usually turns out like orange, especially on camera, which I don't like. So I usually try to stay away from red RGBs. Some companies can get it right, but... All right, here we go. It's time for the moment I've been waiting for, and probably nobody else. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go. For the first time in Thirsty Thursday history. Actually, my head is still going to be in the way. But for the most part, we can actually watch me plug in the HD audio cable right there. Oh my God. Let's go. Hold on. Look, I can also plug in a USB 2.0. That's going to go. That's going to go down here. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, I love it so much. When you've been creating content for a while and you get even the smallest camera upgrade, dude, it feels good. Let's go. W bald spot, dude, come on now. There we go. USB-C is plugged in. We also got some USB 3.0 action, which is this connector right here, because you can totally see it. Oh, if you can't see it, I got you. Hold on. You guys still can't see it? Hold on. Don't you worry, man. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not done. Dude. Can you guys see this? Is that dude, $1,200. Let's go, man. Dude, that legitimately gets me fired up. Oh my God, that is awesome. Oh, I'm literally crying right now. Oh man. That is insane quality. All right, what do we gotta do now? Check this out. All right, now we gotta get these. This is gonna be fun. Now we gotta get all these guys. Hold on, hold on. Oh, why did I, what happened to my, oh no. Oh, hold on. There we go. A little bit. There we go. That's what we need. We have our, dude, we have never been able to see this. This is absolute, dude, I'm nervous, man. I've never had the camera on me when plugging in these connectors. We got the power switch. We got the power LED, negative and positive. And then we got some HDD LED action. Dude, I'm legit nervous here, man. I have never had to do this on camera. All right, HDD, LED. Oh, okay, you still can't see it. My hand's gonna be in the way. We're gonna go power up here. Oh, at least I'm gonna try to. Hold on. We got some power action. And then we got power LED. We'll go in here as well. We'll plug that one in. Yeah, okay, you guys still aren't, okay, that was a waste of money. You guys still can't see it. We're just literally watching my hand right now. Okay, but hold on, you just got to, look, it's plugged in. It's all plugged in, man. There we go. We got that. We got the case connectors plugged in. Hold on. I'm not done. We got the USB 2.0. And we got the HDD audio over there. And if you guys just want to see the whole PC, I could just press this. Hold on. Where's the camera? I can just press this one button right here. Watch this. And we're back. That is literally the coolest thing I've bought in the last year at least. Some hand. Don't ruin it, man. Nello with the tier 1 sub, appreciate it. Cyclone with the 2-month resub. The homie with the 6-month resub, now rocking the gold. The ZTT badge, let's go. Justicaro with Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate that. What do you think of the Lee A3? I was on a streak. I used it like 3 times in a month or something. I was using it a lot. If you like that bigger small form factor design. Like, it looks like a small form factor PC, but it's bigger. If you like that, then it's a good case. It is definitely a unique design, though. I'm actually using the Lean Lee A3 as our camera server. In the ZTT HQ, we have a PC dedicated for all of our security cameras, and I'm using the Lean Lee A3 for that PC. Have you used Okonos cases before, and would you recommend them over the Montech ones? I'm only laughing because I have used, I think, every Okonos case. And I feel like I sound like an Okonos shill at sometimes. I am in love with Okonos cases. I think they have completely disrupted the budget case market. Brother, he's used plenty of Okonos cases. And I have a literal pallet of Okonos cases coming to the studio next week. Yes, I am a big fan of Okonos. But you're asking them against Montech. I do also like Montech. I would not compare like brand versus brand for cases. I would compare like model versus model. Which models are you looking at? I like both Okonos and Montech. But yes, I absolutely love what Okonos is doing. I am at this point rooting for them. I hope they do not go down the typical like trajectory that a lot of case manufacturers do, is they start out budget, they release some good products, but they want higher profit margins, so they start releasing more expensive cases, and then they just lose their brand identity. I really hope Okonos doesn't do that. But that remains to be seen. Nom Nom Snake gifting out a tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so this is what the lack of cable management is looking like so far. I can't really do anything about these cables. We're just gonna pretend that doesn't happen. I'm going to bundle these connectors, I guess. I forgot to show you guys, but one of my 3D printed toolboxes here broke during one of the previous live streams. The PLA joint broke, so I can't reattach it. But I will take some thermal paste and some zip ties for now, and then we will just leave that alone until I fix it. But let's take a zip tie down here just to put that bundle give it some stability down here. Yeah, something like that. Probably don't want this ARGB connector in here because I need to have easier access to that one. There we go. And then I will route that over there. And then, I mean, that is good enough for now, I think. That will all be down there. There we go. Okay, that's not looking terrible. Not great, but not terrible. Let's start snipping these away. There we go. And now we have to install the power supply, but I just realized I skipped a step on the power supply. As you can see, we have a SATA power cable here. This is what is powering the 3 pre-installed ARGB fans. And on our semi-modular power supply, I did not plug in a SATA cable. So we need to do that real quickly. One of these. We need a day in the life of Zach's Tech Turf. I've done like maybe 2 or 3 on TikTok. It was over a year ago. It was a long time. I've thought about it. I think it'd be. I mean, my days are. They are not that interesting, to be honest. And I do the same thing almost every single day. It definitely would not survive as like a series, a video series, because it's the same thing over and over again. My days are not super interesting though. Today was decently interesting. Today we expanded the office and I had no idea. It was not on my task sheet at all to expand my office. But we have a big office building where we rent out certain offices, and they've been filling up. And there were 2 offices that were open, and we kind of just assumed that we would eventually move into there. But one of them filled up over the weekend, and it's like, oh my God, there's only one. And some of my employees have been complaining that we don't have enough space for the last couple of weeks. So today, somebody was looking at the one other office that's open next to ours. So when I came in today, a couple of the guys were like, hey man, we got to get this office immediately. There was somebody looking at it, and we're out of space. So like I literally went over to the main building and was like, okay, we need to expand the office again. Here we go. So now we got one more office, and we should be done. We should be done until we move to Houston. There's no more offices available in the spot we're at, regardless. So even if we wanted one, we can't get one. But those are the things I do during the day. Do you have any 5090s in the studio? No. The only 5090 I own is the one that we were using today. For scale. Where did I put it? Right here. The one we were using for GPU scale. This is the only 5090 that ZTT owns. We will probably not be getting another one either. Zach is moving to Texas. What? Next year. We're moving to Houston. Are you moving to Houston along with that? Yes, we are. My family is moving to Houston. The business is moving to Houston. Some employees are moving to Houston. Everything's going down there, man. Houston is the best city in Texas? I sure hope so. All right, let's install this power. Oh, let me see if we can get a different angle here for the... Can we check out this power supply install action? Let's go. Check that out. Here we go. We'll put the power supply in just like that. Oh man, dude, I love this camera. I was not prepared. I gotta get these power supply screws. Can I be an employee? If you have valuable skills and you apply for the job once we move, yeah. Maybe. Maybe. I would like to visit Texas one day, but it looks so hot in the summer. Yeah, people do not move to Houston for the weather. That is the one absolute major downfall of moving to Houston, is the weather. That is something I am definitely not looking forward to at all. I'm over at Lackland. It's hot for sure. Yep, definitely. Are you at Lackland Air Force Base? Can I work for you remote? We don't have any job openings for remote. Why are you moving there? My, Houston has actually, as some of you guys know, my wife and I were in the, well, my wife is still in the military. She's in the reserves. But my wife and I were active duty military for almost a decade. So we moved, we lived in a couple different spots, and our end goal has always been Houston. That's where all of her family is, and I don't have much family here in PA. So we have always wanted to move there. This was our last house where we kind of had to live here for like work reasons. So the next house is going to be Houston. We want our kids to grow up surrounded by family. Oh my God, look, hold on. Sorry to interrupt the family talk, but look how good this blue cable extension looks peeking through here. Oh my goodness. Oh man, this is gonna look so good. Look at that. Whew. We've always wanted our kids to grow up with family, so that is why. I also do like the real estate play down there. Houston real estate market looks like a decent investment right now. Knuckles with the 1,000 biddy says, cheers, Zach. Love what you do. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yo, Zach, first time on the live stream. There you go. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. What you drinking? Today we have... I'm on my second. This is a Paintbrush Hazy IPA. 6.8, I think. Yeah, 6.8%. I have never heard of this Abstract Realm Brewing. This is a local beer in Pittsburgh. But it's actually a collaboration. I didn't even know this when I bought it. It's a collaboration with Dancing Gnome, which is one of the most popular craft breweries here in Pittsburgh. And it's like, as soon as I took a sip of this, I was like, that might be a top 3 beer. I have been reviewing beer, not reviewing, my review skills of beer is absolutely atrocious. But I have been taste testing beer for a very long time, and this legitimately might be a top 3. It's so good. Oh man, it's so good. And my wife confirmed that it's a really good beer as well. So it's not just me. What's your workout like? I post my workout every single day on Instagram stories. If you actually want to see what the every set I do is on Instagram stories. I'm in Harrisburg, PA. Local drinks not bad. I am from Harrisburg. That's kind of why we're in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I grew up right outside of Harrisburg. Recency bias, not gonna lie. No, dude. No, it's legit. That might be rage bait. It's actually good. It's actually top 3. I've been there. Nice place. I don't think Harrisburg is... I'm glad you think Harrisburg is nice. I don't think there's much... I don't know. I don't hate Harrisburg, but I don't really look at Harrisburg like a nice place. I do miss it though. DK Metcalf, good or not? Also top 3. Also top 3. I'm from PA as well. Nice. Cat? No. Dead serious, man. Top 3. Top 3 beer, top 3 wide receiver. 2025. How much would this PC cost? I got the parts list. I actually don't know. But I have the parts list. We will definitely check it out once the stream is over. A lot of these parts, usually when I do giveaway PCs like this, I am using parts that we got for previous projects, like sponsorships and whatnot. So like my cost was very low, but I have it broken down. I can walk to the Harrisburg airport. Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, I grew up in New Cumberland, which is like literally right across the river of Harrisburg. Do you use the wrist strappy thing? I have never used that in my entire life. A grounding strap? No. No, not once in my entire life. Not even when I was no, when I was 5 years old building PCs. My for those of you that haven't heard the story, which is probably not many of you, my parents owned a PC building and repair shop in our basement in it was like 20 minutes from Harrisburg. Is in Lancaster. I've been building PCs since I can remember at like 5 years old. And even then, my parents never even told me about a grounding strap, man. I didn't even know that existed till YouTube. That was not a thing. Does static electricity matter as much as people say? I don't think many people are saying it matters. If they are, I don't know who these people are. Who is saying that static electricity is such a big deal that you need the bracelet thing? I don't think people are saying that. LTT? I don't want to say something without knowing. I've heard multiple people say that it's LTT, but I haven't actually heard LTT say it. Like, is he strictly saying, yes, definitely use it? I doubt that. I could be wrong. Definitely could be wrong. Do you watch Meta PCs? I've watched some of their videos. I actually want to go to Meta PCs. I think I'm going to hit up... The dude's name's Zach, right? I actually have a side quest planned. I want to go to Meta PCs and tour their building. Make a video or two while we're there. But I really want to like see their operation, and I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool. Toasty Bros? Yeah, I mean I've met Toasty Bros multiple times. I've never been there. I also want to go to Toasty Bros over in Kentucky. I think that'd be fun. He shouted you out? When? Recently? I think I've heard him say something about ZTT a couple times, but not recently. Should I buy Meta PCs or yours? I honestly have no idea what their price is. I've looked at their builds. I know they have like the Meta PCs like stained glass, or etched glass, which is really cool. And they have their own AIO. But I don't know how our PCs stack up. We do not price our PCs against competition at all. We only price our PCs versus how much it costs to buy the PC. You know, we have a target amount of profit that we want to hit every PC, and it changes throughout like the scale of how much it costs. But we don't look at other people's competition for our PC prices. So I do not know. I think either one is probably a good choice, but what happens if you don't release the static electricity? Dude, I have no idea, man. I'm just letting you know. You guys... I don't... Dude, the whole pirate software thing is, like, really ruining my brain waves. Because I feel like I've said the same thing over and over again. Like, the stories about my parents building a PC or having a PC building website or business. Oh my God. Me building 1,000 PCs, me being in the military. I feel like I've said those things like over and over again, and I don't want to turn into pirate software where people just start clipping him saying the same thing. Like, dude, I'm like panicking over here. So I'm trying not to, you know, repeat myself. It's got me all messed up, man. But for static electricity, with the amount of PCs that I have built, I have like literally never thought about static electricity. I do not like consciously ground myself. I do not plug in the power supply cable while I'm building. I have never used never owned a static electricity bracelet. I have never done any of that. I'm pretty sure LTC only suggests it as a merch ad. Do they sell? Well, that would make sense. Do they actually sell a static electricity bracelet? Gotta start shipping to Canada, Zach? Whenever we need to, we will. Right now, we just don't need to. If we eventually get to the point where we have to sell to more people and a bigger audience, then we probably will. Canada will probably be first. But right now, we just don't need to. I would not... okay, I'm just going to be blunt. My recommendation is if you want to use a static electricity bracelet, then go ahead. I genuinely do not think that you need one. And I've built a lot of PCs and have never used one. I also don't know of anybody who has used one. When the ZTT team builds employees for customers, which are hundreds, or thousands, they have never used one either. But if you want to, totally support that. That is fun. I do not think it's necessary at all. All right, here's what the cable management is looking like. We got to do the AIO next. Dorito with the Twitch Prime sub. Nobody with the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. Thiago with the super chat. Thank you. Ghouling with the super chat says, is that an F1 steering wheel in your background? Yes, it is. It's the Moza FSR wheel. It's amazing. I love it. Shout out to Moza. Get a new mic. You don't like my GOAT headset mic? Shame on you, man. I think everybody likes this mic. Except you. I'm not gonna lie. Shame. Yeah. Yeah, get that Damien guy out of here. Shoner, I saw that you just timed him out. Feel free to just get him out, man. He's been annoying all stream. Plunger with the tier 1 resub for 2 months. Thank you very much. W Mike, I agree. I agree, man. I do not think that there is a better wireless gaming headset microphone. And if there is, I will buy it, but I don't think there is one. Okay, here is our AIO. It looks like we just have one 4-pin, oh no, two PWM connectors that we can do for CPU and pump fan. That'll be fine. And yeah, let's plug that in, man. Let's do it. Let's send it. Please do a custom loop video. I have still never done a custom loop in my entire life. At this point, it's like, I mean, you could look at it as it's overdue, or look at it as it's just never gonna happen. I don't know where I'm at right now, to be honest. Damien says Damien's on YouTube now. I like the play, Damien. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. You get banned on Twitch, and then you come back over to YouTube. I mean, that fair play. Fair play. Oh, he's saying the same thing though? Dude, get him out. Get him out. He's gotta go. I thought it was a good play until then, man. I thought maybe, like, okay, Damien learned his lesson. He can't just keep spamming the same thing over and over again, like he's been doing for literal hours. But then he just goes and spams the same thing on... Dude, somebody's gotta get him out. Get him out, please. What's he saying? I don't know. Something about Lamar Jackson, which I learned is some sort of trend right now that I am not tracking. And he has been saying that for... I've been live for 2 hours and 56 minutes. I think he's been here since the start, man. If you spam the same thing over and over again, you know, after like 3 or 4 times, if I don't answer, it's probably intentional. But did you lose the game? I did already lose today, but thank you for ruining my like hour-and-a-half streak I had going on there. If anybody is tuning in late, they also lost the game. It could have been a longer streak than that, but yes, that was my second time losing the game tonight. Thank you. Zach, you should sponsor a race team. I have thought about, you know, at some point, I see ZTT builds getting to the point where we have sponsorships. And it's like, whenever that time comes, do we want to do the logical, calculated sponsorship where we get the maximum ROI possible? You know, maybe sponsoring like an LTT video or something like that, for example. Or do I want to sponsor like things that I'm just like personally interested in, like Formula 1 team, maybe a UFC fighter, literally anybody on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Thankfully, we're not there yet. You watching UFC on Saturday? Absolutely. Come on now. Absolutely. This upcoming Saturday's UFC fights are the definition of worth screwing up your sleep schedule for. Absolutely, man. Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus Max Holloway. Oh man, that's so good. I cannot wait. UFC is such trash. UFC has actually not... They're in a slump right now. UFC has been pretty bad. This has been like a lot... The last like 12 months or so has been a pretty boring UFC year. I'm not gonna lie. The ZTT IPA? Dude, I like that too, man. I like that a lot. But yeah, the UFC is definitely struggling right now. Almost every champion is not like a big personality superstar. Like most champions, I am not looking forward to watching. Tom Aspinall is probably the only one, to be honest. But this upcoming Saturday is not about champions. It's about the baddest mother effers on the planet for the BMF title. Thoughts on baseball? too boring for me. Sorry. I'm a sports guy, but I do not like baseball. It's too slow. Saturday gonna be live. F1 has exploded in popularity. Yeah, I am part of that demographic that did not watch Formula 1 until I watched Drive to Survive. Like, I am that very typical new fan. But dude, I love Formula 1, man. I got NFL as my favorite sport, and then UFC, and then Formula 1, man. Oh, I don't know why I got that thermal paste out. We definitely do not need thermal paste. Yeah. Formula 1, top 3 sport for me. You and Carter PC should get together. Yeah, I know he's into Formula 1 too. He's into UFC as well. Wait, no. I know he's into UFC. I don't know if he's into Formula 1. Yeah, I messed that up. I would love to go to a UFC fight with him. That'd be fun. All right, we're going to place this all the way down here like that. And then I'm going to get the 4 screws and just hand tighten them before I get out the screwdriver. Soccer or NFL? NFL. I watch soccer every 4 years. That's the extent of my soccer watching. Dustin too beefy? Dude, oh man, I cannot wait for that fight. Here's the thing that I'm scared of though. All right, I hold on. Before I say this, I need the UFC fans to check in real quick. All right, if you guys are lurking, type in UFC if you're paying attention and you're a UFC fan. I need all actual UFC fans, because I have a feeling we're all in the same boat here. Okay, before I say my take, I need the UFC fans to check in, por favor. How many people we got? All right, there we go. Oh no, my chat just froze. What just happened? Hold on. Oh no, that is not good. What happened? Hold on. Am I still live? My chat just froze. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, a lot of UFC. Okay. What are we going to do? UFC fans, thank you for checking in. Especially the people, first-time chatters checking in for UFC. What are we going to do if Dustin loses? Right? Like, I am going to actually be devastated. Like it's going to actually affect my life if he loses. Die? Yeah, like, I am going to be legitimately upset for, like, weeks. Depression? That's what I'm thinking, man. He cannot lose this. Stick my head in a beehive? Yeah, I am very worried. I mean, I think he can win. He's beat Max Holloway twice. I'm not worried about him having the skills to win. I am just worried about if he happens to lose. Dude, I'm screwed, man. I mean, if he loses, like, you can count out Thirsty Thursday for at least a month. Like, this is gonna be bad, man. This is gonna be real bad. I am genuinely worried about my mental health if Dustin loses his retirement fight. That's gonna be awful. Why? So, if you don't know anything about the UFC, there's this fighter, Dustin Poirier, who he is probably the most liked UFC fighter in history. Definitely currently, maybe not of all time, but definitely currently, out of every single UFC fighter in any division, he is probably the most liked person. He's just a good dude. He fights the most entertaining fights, always bloody, always like long and super entertaining. Everybody loves him. And he has had the chance to win the title multiple times, and he's lost, and it's been devastating. And I feel like when he loses, like the whole like country that watches UFC is like hurt. And this upcoming fight is in Louisiana, which is his hometown. The whole UFC promotion is going to Louisiana this week for Dustin's retirement fight. This is his last fight in the UFC. And if he loses, oh my God, it's gonna be so bad, man. It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be absolutely devastating if he loses. I think most UFC fighters would agree with that take. Poeton will still be there for us. That's true. We still have Poeton. John Bones Jones is the bomb as well. I don't think people agree with that one, man. I don't think that is a common take. Who do you support in Formula One? I have told, or I mean, like, I have said that I'm a Ferrari fan, but like I said, I am a brand new Formula One fan. I just started watching last year. I like Leclerc and Hamilton, but I also like Lando and Piastri. I am definitely not a die-hard Ferrari fan. I just like watching it. It's not like the Steelers for me. Like, Steelers die hard, like, I bleed black and gold over here. Formula One, not so much. I just like watching it. Personally, Lewis for me? Yeah, I like Lewis. I wish the Ferrari, like, team management didn't suck so much. I feel like they are not leveraging really good drivers still, especially Leclerc. I feel like they make a lot of easy mistakes, which like even an untrained eye like me can see. Which makes me not love Ferrari. So me saying I'm a Ferrari fan does not have a lot of weight to it. Blitz with the tier 1 resub, thank you. Dark with Twitch Primer. War Clone, also with Twitch Prime. Dragon Killer with Twitch Prime. Plunger with the tier 1 resub. Sleep Aim for me with the 11-month resub. Sorry for that delay, man. Appreciate it. Scorch with the super chat. Should I buy a PC now or wait till next year? Now if you can afford it. Don't wait. Do the fancy camera? Sorry, man. I forgot. We got the fancy camera. There we go. That's what the... Oh, hold on. That's what the PC is looking like so far. I just got the AIO installed. I plugged in the... Yeah, I should have had the fancy camera up for the PWM connectors. I'm still getting used to the new camera. There's one thing I got to do. I need to get our ARGB SATA adapter here. One of these guys. This is going to allow me to control the RGBs without plugging into the motherboard. You know, if you were building a PC at home, I recommend plugging in this 3-pin ARGB connector, if you have RGB products, into your motherboard. That way you can use software to fully control them. I am using this adapter just for tonight. We literally unplugged this on Fridays. I'm just plugging it in tonight so I can control the RGBs on the live stream so we can see what they look like. That's it. Without having to install Windows. Because I'm not going to install Windows right now. Did somebody clarify if that meta PCs, if that The shout out was recently, or was it an older video? If it's recent, I gotta go watch it. What is the dream car? I go back and forth on the dream car, man. I think right now it is like a Batmobile. Like a blacked out, probably Lambo. You know, maybe an Aventador or something. I don't know. I go through a couple options of what I should say when people ask me what my dream car is. But the macro level zoomed out theme is like I want like a blacked out Batmobile. Less known with Twitch Prime sub, thank you. A Corvette C8 murdered out. I mean, that would look good. Aventador is an excellent choice. Maybe like a used, slightly used Aventador. That'd be the dream car, I think. Formula 1 PC building when? I don't know, man. I don't know how to do that. How do you feel about classic cars? Not a big fan. I have complete respect for the people that do and are into that classic car game. That's just not my style. All right, so this is gonna go here. So we need to remove these two PCIe brackets over here. How are you so buff? Appreciate that, man. I've been lifting for a very long time. It is only when I am lean that you can even remotely tell that I lift. I happen to be lean this summer. I have lost 40 pounds since last year. And I am probably going to lose another 10 or so and get super shredded. And then I will probably stop. But how? Is just by lifting a lot and concentrating on my nutrition and never ever allowing poison or anything bad to go into my body. Always thinking about what I'm putting into my body. Shaft with the tier 1 gifted sub, appreciate that. Key? Yeah. 100% key. Like alcohol, question mark? Nah. Red wine is healthy? Yeah, I sometimes convince myself that. My wife will ask if we want to drink some wine tonight, and I'm like, yeah, it's healthy. Why not? Let's go for it. No poison in the body, sips beer. Yeah, I was surprised that... I'm not gonna lie, there are way too many people that did not pick up on that sarcasm. Like, that's unacceptable. That was blatant sarcasm there. Best protein source, question mark? Steak. At least that's my favorite. Alright. That is the finalized panel. Rear side panel view. Cable management. You know, it could be better, but I think we're at a functional level here. Before I put that panel on though, let's plug this thing in and see what these RGBs look like real quick. That way we can get them dialed in to be this light blue color, which is the whole point of this entire build. All right, give it to me. Ooh. Hold on. I need some light blue. Where are we at here? The RAM we're not going to be able to change, but we're just going to pretend that they are... You know, I mean, that looks good, but like, those lights aren't that bright. I feel... There's the light blue. I mean... That's not bad. Just pretend... Here, I'll angle it so we can only see... We can't see the RAM. Just pretend that the RAM is all light blue. And then we got ourselves a build. But until then, we can't really do anything about that. All right, I'm going to put on that rear panel real quick. Just pretend that the RAM is light blue, which we will do later, but not on stream. And this is the next giveaway PC, ladies and gentlemen. Someone is going to win this PC in the next few weeks. And I hope they like it. I hope they enjoy this light blue 9060 XT 9600X gaming PC. Again, exclamation point giveaway. You will be earning points for the next 6 weeks or so for this PC, per usual. And then we will raffle this off eventually and build another one. Love the color. Thank you. I think it looks pretty good. Other than the RAM, man. If that RAM didn't exist, I think that'd look fantastic. Yeah, that looks good. That's clean. When will the winner be announced? We usually do 6 weeks. Every 6 weeks, we'll raffle them off. I am traveling a lot in the next 6 weeks, though. So I don't have a date for you, and I don't want to commit to a date right on the spot. It will be in about 6 weeks from now. We will raffle this off. So we build these gaming PCs, and then during the 6 weeks, all streams that you guys tune into, as long as you're logged in, exclamation point giveaway, you are earning points towards the raffle giveaway. Make sure you convert your points into tickets. And then in about 6 weeks from now, we will draw the winner for this PC, and then we'll immediately build the next giveaway PC. This is the 13th PC that we've given away so far in this streaming giveaway style. This is a 9600X and a 9060 XT. Best of luck. Best of luck. How much RAM does it have? 32 gigs. Are the case fans loud? Not by default, no. No, by default, they're actually pretty quiet. Painful the 300 bit, he says, man, I've been missing the streams. Looks good. Thank you, man. I know you're busy. Painful just joined the two kids club, the multi kid club, which is absolutely no joke. How many people here are in the multi kid? We got an ad break on, but how many people that are not watching an ad are in the multi kid club? How many kids you guys got? It is no joke. 2 kids here. 6? 3? 3? Do pets count? No. As much as I love pets and realize that some people treat their pets like kids, they are nothing compared to... I shouldn't say they're nothing. The amount of work that pets take is nothing compared to actual kids. Absolutely nothing. Counting pets, I got 30. Nice. Pets actually listen? That's true, man. That is true. Five boys, 1 girl. Wow. Yeah, see, I think that I'm like, oh, Zach is in the multi-parent game with 2 kids. Dude, I couldn't even imagine having 3. Couldn't even imagine. I often imagine it. Like, what would we do if we had a 3rd kid? Dude, oh my god. That'd be insane. I could not imagine more than 2 kids. It's crazy. You were still training, young Padawan? No, I'm not training, man. This is the end game right here. This is not training at all. This is the end game. Once you get past 3, then it makes no difference. You know, I believe there's some truth to that. Because, you know, probably, I mean, I think it's chaos now. But I would assume it's a next level chaos when you get to 3 kids. And then from then on, it's just constant chaos. You're just extending the time of the chaos. I do believe that. But still, every additional kid probably... Oh, man. Couldn't imagine. If the age gap is big enough, each one can help with the newest? Yeah, I wouldn't know that. My kids right now are 5 and 4. How much did you spend on this PC? Oh yeah, let's look at the... Here's the parts list right here. Oh, I like this double camera angle. Let's go. Oh, I like that. Okay, that'll work. All right, we got the Ryzen 5 9600X. I paid $165 on an Amazon deal. Usually they're like $190, $200. The MSI Pro B650M-P, the PMY RAM kit, the Hellhound 9060 XT, Clev Crass 1TB, Gen 4, MSI Mag A650BE, the Montech X5M Black, $60. The Montech Hyperflow Silent 240 Black, that costs $70. And then the Asia Horse extensions. This one on the left here, this is the price I paid. Oh, sorry, not that. Right here. I am not invested highly in this PC. If you were to copy this yourself, that is how much it would cost. As you can see, several of these parts were projects for brands over the last couple of months or whatnot. This is about a $1,000 PC. And to be honest, a 9600X and a 9060 XT 16 gig is about what you should shoot for if you are building a $1,000 brand new PC. You can do a little bit better price to performance if you buy used, but right now that is about meta, because you definitely can't get a 9070 in a $1,000 build right now. So that's about meta. We are not wasting a whole lot of money here. Hey, Zach, I want to say thanks for the content. Saved me on my first PC. I'm flipping PCs right now. Nice, man. That's awesome. How do you upload so damn fast? The team. I have 2 videographers. One of them is editing shorts almost all day. 3 days a week, I film, or I write and film 7 videos. That way we have 21 every week, because we upload 21 short form videos every week. So 3 times per week. I'll do 7, sometimes 8, just so we get a little bit ahead. And then they edit them throughout the week, upload them, etc. Definitely cannot do that by myself. Evil with Twitch Prime sub for 7 months. Scyther also with Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it. Do you like the look of the Pro Art gear? Yeah, I really like it. Yeah, we built one of the giveaway. Let me show you that. I love that build. One of the streaming giveaways was a Pro Art style of build. It was just the 4060, but it was Pro Art giveaway number 8. Hold on, let me pull this up for you. I love the look of that, man. This was one of the streaming giveaways that we did. I think that looks so good, man. That was the... I didn't have the motherboard, but that was the Pro Art RTX 4060. I love how that turned out, man. I think that was definitely a good one. I saw that build on X, yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. Reverse fans? Yeah, these are Corsair reverse bladed fans right there. Yeah, that was a good one. You are a hustler. Keep up the good work, dude. You work hard and the content shows. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. As I sip my beer. What is your favorite giveaway PC that you've built so far? Let me look at the list. Man, maybe that one. I definitely liked this, the white one. With the 50, I definitely like this one. That was with the Steel Legend Intel Arc B580. Dude, that's a good one, man. I really like that one. What else we got here? Jawa. I don't remember some of these. There's the Pro Art. I mean, the green one turned out good. The green 4060 Ti. That one's not my favorite. I liked it though. That was pretty solid. What else? The King 95. I don't remember this at all. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, I like that one. That was expensive to send away. That King 95 is no joke. The one that we just did, that one looked good. That one looked good. Probably the Pro Art. Now that I think about it, I think it was probably the Pro Art. That's probably my favorite. The Montec XR is one of my favorite budget PC cases. I agree. Same here. Naruto with the super chats. Thank you. DM with the $5 super chat. Oh, we got to get some after hours going. Yeah. Is it possible to run a very low graphics card in my build if I am only playing World of Warcraft? It's not very demanding and I don't do any high res. Yes, it is possible. Dude, I've been playing some WoW private servers. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on the internet, but I'm in this like real quick. It won't last long. It's a very quick phase. I'm in a quick phase of playing some WoW private servers. I'm in deep, man. I'm in deep. Send help. Zach, your GPU in the background stopped spinning. Yeah. I don't know why this trips up a lot of people here. Hold on, let me... So GPUs have a 0 RPM mode. If the GPU is not being taxed, it doesn't spin. It's perfectly cool without spinning. So it's not going to degrade the lifespan of the fans if it doesn't have to. Because right now, my monitor is just looking at a picture. It's not doing anything. It doesn't need to be spinning. Most modern GPUs have that. I saw multiple people saying, Zach, your GPU just broke. It's just 0 RPM mode, man. Flexing the camera. Dude, I admit, I'm flexing the camera, man. That is absolutely insane. The level of detail in zoom on that is crazy. And the fact that I can just press one button and it just like goes back to the normal camera. Dude, that is so cool, man. I love that. $1,200, you better flex it. Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Mine does that. Scared me after the first boot. Yeah, I made a couple of videos about 0 RPM mode. I think that's on our support page, actually. So I don't talk about this too often, but one of the things that I recently built on zttbuilds.com. So even if you aren't a pre-built customer, let me get rid of this. You can still go to our support page And I tried to add some troubleshooting tips here, including like GPU drivers and whatnot. One of them I thought was talking about 0 RPM mode. Oh, maybe it didn't get added yet. Oh no, I will add that one soon. But like a lot of these, like how to update your GPU drivers, we have that here, and then it links to the video of me talking about that. You know, how to fix packet loss or lag spikes. And then we got the video here. This support page is meant to help not just our customers, but anybody. But yeah, one of the videos will be about the 0 RPM mode. Oh, now they're spinning. They're going now, man. Firing up that web page. That's what did it. They're cranking away now. If you guys can't see, I'm just making sure that you can see that they're spinning. There we go. They're spinning. Robo with Twitch Prime sub. Also, Mr. Waffles and Pabe. Thank you for those Twitch Prime subs. Evilist Squash with the 7-month resub. Appreciate that. The DM with the $2 super chat says, thoughts on Vandosi cards? I see mixed reviews. I don't know what that means. Vandosi? I've never heard of that. Vandosi GBU? I've never heard of that, man. All I can tell you is I've never even heard of it. No idea. How often should you reinstall Windows? There isn't a set amount, like when you hit those amount of days that you should. I genuinely do it like every six to 8 months. I genuinely enjoy the process of setting up a fresh PC, you know, getting it back to dialed in, back to square one. You know, you definitely don't have to do it that much. I like it. I think it's fun. It scratches my nerdness of setting up new builds and whatnot. I hate setting up Windows because of how much I tweaked and optimized it. I understand that, but that's just not me. I don't do a ton of tweaking, to be honest. You know, there's a lot of settings that eventually like get worked out and whatnot. But I don't do a ton of critical tweaking where if I lost Windows, it would affect me. Like, I don't rely on any of the tweaking. Did you update the BIOS for the motherboard you just used? Not yet, but we will. We always update the BIOS to the most updated version. But I just built a PC now, so no, not yet. Setup tour, please. I mean, you can see the entire setup. The rest of my house is just a normal basement. Look, and now I can even prove it, because I know I say that a lot. Hold on. If I go to this camera angle, if I zoom out a little bit, like, look. Like, this is just, like, we're in my basement, man. My unfinished basement. You see the unpainted door here? That's the door to the garage. And then that's the shoe bench when you walk in from the garage. And that's the jacket, the coat hanger. The only thing you guys see is the the small. Oh, here, I actually can show you some gear. We got the lights up there. Hold on, I think I can. Yeah, I can show you the camera. There's the overhead camera, right there. Oop. Free home tour. There you go. Oh my God. Oh! What happened? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong way. Oh my God. That was my fault. That was user error. There's the overhead camera. Dude, I love this camera so much. An AC vent? Question mark? Yeah, we got AC here, man. We're bougie like that. There you go, man. That's about it. I can't show. Oh, and there's the upstairs. That's the upstairs. That's about all I'm willing to give you, man. It's a very normal like basement outside of this little streaming area. How did you crack your screen? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I got no cracked screens here. Put the camera the other way? The other way is just Oh, I guess I could go that way. No, I don't want to go that way, man. That reveals too much of the house. I can't go that way. I can only go this way. That's the streaming PC. And then it's just curtains. Because like behind these curtains are like the power panel, the hot water heater, like a sink, etc. So like it's just my setup here. And you know, the monitors. But that's it, man. That's all I got. I'm not going to show you the rest of my basement. There's a trampoline. A toddler trampoline over here. We got the home theater set up in the server rack. And then my wife's set up. But that's too much. That's too private. I can't share all that. Oh, the cracked screen on my camera. Oh, that is a valid question. So I dropped this camera right before a Thirsty Thursday stream a couple years ago. Yes, that is indeed cracked. Dude, this zoom is absolutely insane. This is crazy. But yes, that is a cracked screen, which is why it's now the overhead camera. Because we don't have to touch it anymore, and it just stays up there. It is what it is. That used to be the main ZTT Thirsty Thursday camera, but now it is the overhead camera. I dropped it. And the amount of money that it would take to replace that screen is like more money than the entire camera, so you just got to deal with it. The amount of detail on that zoom is insane. Dude, I agree, man. That's crazy. That is absolutely nut. Look how far away this is. Hold on. It is crazy how good that zoom is. Look at this. That is nuts. That's absolutely wild. I might just replace all of my cameras with this one. Imagine if I had that level of control with every single camera. Like this one, the overhead one. I'm just gonna get it all. That is so cool. What are your thoughts on the finals? I know that most people love the finals. The finals just isn't for me. I don't know, man. I don't like how long it takes you to jump back into the action. Like, the amount of running you have to do to get back into the action is a big turnoff for me. I hate that. It could just be like my, like, quick dopamine hit brain that prefers Call of Duty. Like, you spawn in and, like, you're ready to go. I don't like that. I also don't like any game where the core game mode is like a super long competitive style of game, which is most games, but I don't like that. I don't like the cash grab, whatever it is. I'm not a fan of that. My ideal game was X Defiant. If X Defiant had proper servers and no netcode issues, like nobody complained about lag or hit registry or whatnot, Like, I mean, like, that is what I want. The time to kill, the camo grinding, the sound effects, the artwork, the color palette. Oh man, I loved X-Defiant. But it is what it is, man. I used to play X-Defiant all the time after work. It was a good game, man. It was good. It's a shame. Hits not registering was my main issue with it. Yeah, so I saw some people like doing deep dive videos about X-Defiant, and it finally made sense because it said it was explaining that anybody that was on a not close to perfect internet connection are the people that really struggled to run it. Like not like your GPU performance or anything, but if you didn't have a rock solid internet connection, then your connection to the X-Defiant servers was not good. I have really good internet at home, I guess. Like, I didn't notice most of the issues that people were talking about. But I know a lot of people did, and that's ultimately why the game shut down. But when I was playing it, I didn't notice many issues. If you just had slightly bad internet, it was really bad in X-Defiant, apparently. How good is your internet? I mean, it's like it's gig up and down, and then single digit latency. I mean, Nest with Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate that. Burrs with a $3 dono says, I need a low profile CPU cooler, less than 65 mil. What is the least 120 watt TDP? Any recommendations? I like the Noctua. Noctua has one at 65 millimeters. That's probably the best that you can do. But I don't know that as a fact, because this is not my specialty. But if you type in Noctua 65 mil CPU cooler, this one, the L965, I would guess that this is your best bet. Look at that camera. That's so funny. I would guess that this is your best bet. This is exactly 65 millimeters, if you can fit that. I've used that a couple times on like server builds and ITX builds and whatnot. What RAM did you use in this build? This is the PNY XLR8. Any recommendations for a CPU cooler, $20 to $30? Yeah. If you need black, then I really like the Frozen A410 from ID Cooling. The 214 is also good. The Vitra V5 is still solid if you need RGB. Any of those. What case is that? It's the Montech X5M. It's brand new. It's really good. I'm pretty impressed with it. Overall, since we're done the PC, overall final impressions of the Montech X5M for $60, absolutely incredible value. Micro ATX comes with the 4 pre-installed ARGB fans, and it is the leading, or I should say the leader of possibly introducing the new meta for, there we go, carbon fiber on a PC case. I genuinely think that the carbon fiber looks incredible. I hope that other brands copy that and add more carbon fiber to PC cases. I would love to see that be a meta, like wood grain, like fish tank. Let's enter a carbon fiber meta. Cable management on the X5M, not good, but not expected to be good because it is such a budget case. There is very little help in the back of the case for proper cable management. It did come with 2 Velcro straps, which is appreciated, but there are very little zip tie down points, very little spots to route the cables and whatnot. But I mean, the aesthetics are on point for a micro ATX $60 case. It's honestly going to be pretty tough to beat if you are not looking for a fish tank design and you're looking for a more traditional design. There is also a USB 2.0, which is pretty interesting. Usually companies are sticking to just 3.0 and USB, but there is a USB 2.0, a USB 3.0, and a USB-C on top of there. So you get the best of all 3 worlds up there, I guess. But overall, I mean, if you have $60 to spend and you want to buy it, I would definitely not be against you choosing this one. But pretty solid, pretty solid. DM with another $5 super chat says, can you help me pick a GPU on Amazon available right now under $200? I have a gift card or else I buy it elsewhere to pair with my 5500. Under 200? I don't think you have an option other than the 3050, man. Oh! Knuckles with the random 1,000 biddies. Let's go. Thank you, Knuckles. Appreciate that. No message, too. Yeah, I think the best GPU under 200 is going to be a 3050, man. I don't think there are any other options. If you can find a 6600 for right at 200, that would be better. But I don't think there are any. I think they've creeped up a little bit over 200. 215, I see. Yeah, 215. I mean, that would be better. But that is about it. The 6600 or a 3050. Harvey with the $10 super chat says, I was thinking about getting a new PC and found a 5080 for $1,100 slightly used. However, when I tested it with my old PC, it had worse FPS in most cases. Is this something I should be worried about? I don't have nearly enough information to help you with that. What I will tell you is $1,100 for a 5080 is a pretty good deal. I don't know if you have worse FPS because, I don't know, you have a 5070 Ti and something's weird. I don't know. Or maybe you have an extreme CPU bottleneck in the PC that you're testing with. So like upgrading the GPU doesn't actually make a difference because you're so CPU bottleneck. Or maybe that 5080 is broken. I have no idea, man. I don't have nearly enough information. But thank you for the $10 dono, and I think that's as much value as I can give you. No message with my bits, just supporting a fellow vet like normal. Appreciate that, Knuckles, man. Thank you for your service, man. Are you actually using a headset mic to talk? Because it actually sounds really good. That's the reason I'm using it. This is the original Corsair HS80, not the newer HS80 Max. It's just an absolute hidden gem of microphone quality. That's the only reason I use it. The microphone that they put in the HS80 Max is worse than this one. It's just too good for a gaming headset microphone. In the new live stream setup that we're setting up in the ZTT HQ over at the office, I'm not using this though. I did do a proper XLR microphone with like the mixer with the faders and whatnot. I did get a proper setup over there. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. It has been, this is a 4-hour live stream, and I'm beat, man. My eyes are tired now. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. As a reminder, the monthly drops, I was talking about this earlier, but the monthly drops are no longer Discord exclusives. If you go to zttbuilds.com/drops, remember that we will be launching those drops to the public on August 1st. Very important. If I know most of you are probably into building PCs, but in case if you aren't, or you know somebody that is not, we, for the first time in ZTT history, actually have several models on zttbuilds.com in stock, which is super cool. Just as a heads up on that. But as always, I encourage you to build your own PC, and I think that's the better option rather than pay somebody to do it. But not everybody wants to do that, so zttbuilds.com is an answer, or an option for that. Huge shout out to all of the mods for, you know, keeping the chat looking clean today. Definitely want to talk about the auto modding of tonight, see how, if that was good or not. And then finally, the giveaway PC that we built today. This will be the giveaway PC for the next 6-ish weeks or so. So make sure you follow, turn on the notifications for the streams, and you can earn all of those free points just by watching the streams. Just type in ! giveaway. Make sure you're logged in via Twitch, so you can earn all of those points for free, and rack up those raffle tickets. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Really appreciate the viewership, financial support, and all of that. Thank you guys very much for allowing me to. The streams are what pay for these giveaway PCs. So if you guys didn't show up, we won't be able to give away PC number 13 for these streaming giveaways. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate that. Have a good rest of your night. If you guys are watching UFC on Saturday, oh man, let's just only hope that Dustin the Diamond Poirier retires on a win. I'm going to be absolutely devastated if he doesn't. But yeah, have a good night. Have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you in the next one.